Deactivate Stealth Boy. Boom! I'm back. I'm big. I'm big and I'm back. Hello, everybody. My name is Kismet. Baby, it's just you. I am back. My name is Kismet. I'm the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday or Monday morning, depending what is going on. I knocked my light over again. That is why I'm getting that weird glow. There we go. Ah, much better. Yeah. Look at that sweet lighting. No darkness, no blue cast, no green cast on my face. You can see a highlight there. I've got a backlight, which makes it look like I'm more three-dimensional. Because that's the key to lighting. If you are a streamer, I would definitely learn a lot about lighting, because that's what makes you look the best. I'm 46 years old, and I still look pretty decent. I'm not saying I look good, but I look pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. And I got my cool Kismet shirt on. Check it out. That is right. It says Kismet right there at the bottom. You can't get them. Sorry. They're all gone. All gone. Sorry. Maybe I'll put them up there again at some point, but they're all gone now. So those who got them, like Assassin and all my other supporters who went out there and bought up a t-shirt, or like me and bought out a mug, got one of those cool mugs. Hopefully it's show up soon. I really love this shirt. It's probably the nicest shirt I've ever had done. Probably the nicest shirt that I own now. These are super comfy. They're really light, soft, and just so nice. So nice to wear. Super nice. So yes, we've got the cool shirt on today. So what we're going to be doing, of course, tonight is doing some more Star Cores. Now, we wandered all over yesterday. Holy mackerel, did we do some wandering. We wandered all the way down and around the time before last, and then last time we wandered all around the outskirts. We found a few new places out here. Found a nice little overpass there. We found the museum there. Walked all the way down. Even found Evan's home. Way there at the bottom, of course. That's when I get the hiccups. Right when I start talking. There we go. Okay. There we go. So we're going to go up here and we're going to wander around in these various areas looking for those Star Cores. Now, I don't know where I missed it. There's one of them I missed somewhere. Who knows where it is. But we're going to go ahead and just swipe through all of these areas, take a quick look in all the various areas, because there's one in the Galactic Zone and there's one outside the Galactic Zone somewhere that we need to discover. Now, I tried to turn the power on over here, but I need a key to turn the power on. Though I can go around the window and I can hit the button. So maybe if I have enough power cores, I can go over there and just press the button through the window and maybe start it up. I don't know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want to discover it while I'm doing it, right? Because that's part of the fun. So let's go ahead and turn our sound on here. And yes, Gage does look a lot bigger than me. He is humongous. And good to see you, Brutal Knight, by the way. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. And thanks for that kind words as well. Thank you. I do love to build. I have not got to build. I'm like going through building withdrawals here. We've got to get this power unlocked. Hopefully it unlocks some settlements and I can build some stuff. I don't know if that's what it does, but I'm going through building withdrawals. Are you guys going through building withdrawals as well in not Far Harbor, but in NukaWorld? If you can't build anything, it makes me want to go back and start building some more stuff somewhere else. But there you go. But I'm trying to push myself through it. Hello, Blondie Boot. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. And, of course, thanks to everybody else hanging out. Oh, the wonderful Nooshki hanging out as well. We got Persensi, I think is your name. If I'm saying it right. Persensi. If I butcher your name, just let me know in the chat. I'm known for butchering people's names. Sorry about that music. I was like, I was sitting there rocking out on that music. What I do is I take a little bit of break between one stream and the other. It allows me to stream longer. So I get up and walk around. Always good to do, by the way, usually about every hour or so. Me, I go about 3 hours. I get up and wander around, do that kind of stuff. Also let Sister and Chewie know. Oh, somebody dropped the Dragon Hammer! It snows hard! Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Let's show Snow Hearts lots of love in the chat, everybody. I saw your whisper there, Amer Dave. I'm going to review it again. It was about you were going to be out, I think it was. I'm remembering correctly. Yes, it was. No problem, Amer Dave. Don't you ever worry about it, buddy. You always got my back. I got your back. You need to take care of your real life stuff. You just go right ahead. We've got Sister Wolf and Chewy Baka backing us up as well. They are awesome as well as you are. But hey, you got real life stuff to do. Don't worry about it, man. I do appreciate all the help in the stream. Mary Dave, by the way, one of my longest supporters always in the chat, always backing me up. He's like, Kismet, you know, back that way, bro. Back that way. You forgot something. You forgot your fusion cords. You forgot whatever. And I don't mind. I don't mind people doing that. I do make mistakes, such as everybody does, right? I make mistakes. I forget stuff. It's okay. I give myself enough freedom to do that. If you're so critical of yourself that you don't give yourself enough freedom to make mistakes, you are going to be miserable all the time because you are expecting perfection in something that is not perfect. Humans are not perfect. They never are. They never will be. The only thing that'll be perfect, robots. Robots will be perfect one day. We will be not, because making mistakes is how you learn. That's everybody does. Everybody who's ever lived, everybody who's ever going to live, human anyways, is going to make mistakes. And if they act like they never make a mistake, they're a liar. They are a liar because they're making the mistake of lying to you about making mistakes. There you go, little circle there. So there you go, a little real talk for you right at the top of the stream. A little real talk up in here. So let's get going. We're going to start going here. The first thing we're going to do, of course, prep for our run. We're going to start with some food. Let's see what we got in here. So we got some nice bloodworm meat. Get that going on. Oh, I forgot to put my retweet thing in here. I forgot to do my retweet. Mayor Dave going to get all over me. Kismet, you forgot to do your retweet. Forgot to do it right here. Right here. Let's get it going on. Boom. All right, go show that retweet love right there at that link. Retweet that out. That does help the stream. If you want to help the stream, if you can't donate, which I never require anybody to do, but if you could help out a little bit with those retweets, with that liking those tweets, that would be awesome. That does help me a whole lot. Gives me one step closer to that partnership, and the day we get that partnership, I know it's going to come. I know it because you guys are awesome. You guys are supporting me all the time in the stream. You guys hang out in the stream. Even if you come in the stream, open a web browser, and then go get some lunch or dinner or whatever, wherever you guys are on in your time zone. That does help a lot. The viewership helps a lot. The donations help a lot. And then those retweets as well. And sharing videos on my YouTube and all of that. I appreciate all of that, guys. I really, really do. And this goes out to all of you who do that every single time on the stream. Sending you guys some love right now. That's for you. Feel that love. Feel me sending it out. Sending it out to you. Receive that love. Enjoy it. That's the way we are in this stream. We show some love in the community. We're trying to be a positive force. We're staying positive, showing that love, passing it on. There's nothing better you can do in your life than appreciate people. Appreciate people for what they do, right? And I appreciate people greatly. Greatly for what they do. All right, we've got that food already going. I've got some fatigue, but that's no problem. Boom, antibiotics. Nailed that fatigue. Take it. Boom. And what else do we need? Do we need any ammo? Let's get our weapons out. Looking good. Looking good on ammo. Load that, baby. Load that, Overseer's Guardian. Loaded. Gatling laser. Good. All right. We got 6 fusion cores, which is probably pretty good right now. Let's go ahead and save. So we're looking good. Just in case we die, we don't have to do all that again. And back into our thing. Now, notice I didn't do water because I'm going to grab some water on the way out. All right, let's do it. Now, at the beginning of the stream here, I'm not going to be doing any music. I'll probably play some music later on. But there's sometimes I just like to go without music. I'm just that way. I'm just that way. And then sometimes I do like to add a lot of music as well. So there we go. Oh, we're creeping up on that 4,700. We might get it tonight. We might get it and have some 4,700 hype up in here. So close, working toward that 5,000 followers. Working at it every day, but enjoying playing some games along the way. Now, we want to go this way, if I'm... That way? Yes, this way. We want to go this way. I very much have to look at the map sometimes. We're going to go... Oh, wait, nope, we forgot our water. That's why I wanted to go this way. I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason. I want to get our water over here, and then we will go the other way. Now, there's a really convenient water fountain right here in NukaWorld. So you can build up that... Oh, I almost forgot to repair my armor. Glad I remember that. Welcome to the Kismet stream, yells Chewbacca. That's the way to do it. Yell it out for all to hear. There you go. Have fun, Kismet. Got a date with some moose meat in the kitchen, making steaks. Ah, there you go, Rocksteady. Oh, man. Nothing like some good food to get you going. I don't know about moose meat, but hey, more power to you. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've ever had that. All right, I forgot to repair my armor, which is going to drive people crazy, because they're like, get that, wait, armor, armor. I know you guys are thinking it right now. I know you guys are thinking it. You're trying to back me up. That's okay. I don't mind at all. And I'm armored. And by the way, you don't have to get your armor exactly in the armor thing, because the second you do this, see how it's way over there? The second I tell it to craft, it pops in there automatically, which is a very brilliant thing by Bethesda, by the way. Big thanks to Bethesda on that one. Big thanks to my bros at Bethesda. Not only did they create an amazingly awesome game, and again, I'm not sponsored by Bethesda, they're not paying me in any way to say this, and if they sucked, I would tell you, but they don't. They did an amazing job here on Fallout 4. I've played over 1,450 hours. I'm creeping up on that 1,500 hours now as well. Now, somewhere, there is the rest of my armor. So I don't see that I have it on me. So I might have accidentally put my armor into here. Let's see. Let's see. I should have my other armor piece. Somewhere. Right there. Aha! See? Let's see if there's anything else I got on me that I need to get off of me here. Military fatigues. And I have a whole bunch of stuff on me. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff I almost went to the wasteland lugging around for no reason. Oops. Oopsie. There we go. Miscellaneous stuff. This stuff I can get rid of. Nope. And ammo. Don't need extra ammo. There we go. All right, now we're crisp and clean, ready to rock and roll. Back over here to the power armor station, and there's my arm now. I can repair that one and equip it on there. And now I'm good to go. There we go. Almost walked away without that. Now, before I go, of course, I want to save again, because I don't want to do all of that again after I die. Again, the only way to save in the new survival mode, the hardest mode in the game, about 10 to 100 times harder than the normal mode. So there we go. So I have enjoyed that. Brutal says, I wish I could donate. You're one of the few I would and could. Oh, now that is an incredibly great comment, Brutal. That's okay, man. If you can't donate, just hanging out in the stream, just, you know, retweeting and sharing my videos, that is more than enough. Or just hanging out, being a lurker. Just hanging out, being a lurker, enjoying the stream. Again, I don't require anybody to do all of that, but I do appreciate the people who do, because it does help a lot. It does help the stream tremendously. And one day, when I get partnered, you guys are going to get a lot of sweet stuff on the stream. That's right. I'm going to be, we're going to have such an insane party. If I get partnered, you guys better buckle in. You better be ready for that, baby, because we were just going to absolutely off the chain have an insane party up in here. I'm probably going to do like that one guy. I saw one guy got partnered recently. He got so excited he broke his green screen that was behind him. He's just like, oh my God, we got a partner, blam! And this green team bit the dust. But hey, it was probably worth it. Well, what's one green screen to getting next to getting partnered? That is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I hope my day comes soon. Soon, I hope. Now, I was going to start a campaign to get me partnered. But I think I'm too close to TwitchCon here anyway, and I'm probably not going to get partnered because I haven't quite hit that 5K. But really, they don't really look at how many followers you have. They look at how many people hang out in your stream all the time. So if you really want to help the stream, go out and let people know. Say, hey, come on in, check out Kismet's stream. You know, the higher amount of people I have, if I have over 200 people hang out in the stream all the time, the higher chance that I'm going to get that partnership. So make sure to share with your friends. Say, you know what, I've met this guy online. He's an incredible builder. I like what he does. He's funny. He's goofy. He makes mistakes, but he you know, owns up to it. He takes responsibility for his errors of his life, which is probably the hardest thing to do in life, right? The hardest thing to do is to say, it was my fault. I did it. I made a mistake, right? That is the hardest lesson you will learn in your life. Because most people just want to say, oh, it wasn't me. I don't know anything about it, right? That's what most people do. Most people just say, it wasn't my fault. It was this other thing. It's the other reason, because of this reason, that's why it happened, right? That's called not taking responsibility, usually. Sometimes it is other people's fault, by the way. Sometimes it is. It really is. But sometimes, when it's your fault, people don't admit to it. I'm trying to teach my kids that right now. Very tough lesson to learn when you're young. Because usually you don't learn that lesson until you're like in your 20s and 30s. Me, luckily, I learned it when I was a kid because my brother was a terrible example to follow. I learned that very early on that, you know, if you just own up to it, it's much less worse than if you just keep trying to lie over the top of it, right? Then you got to lie on top of lie. I don't lie because it's so exhausting. It's not because I'm, you know, that big of a virtuous person, but I see people lie, and then they have to lie over the lie, over the lie, over the lie, and at some point, they don't even know what's true themselves, right? So they just lie over the top of the lie. Like my brother, I love my brother, But he's a terrible liar. I'm sorry. This is the way he is. This is the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you straight. That's the way it is. You can't trust him. He's a liar. He'll tell you something right to your face, and you'll know it's a lie. It's so obvious it's a lie, and yet he'll say it anyway because he thinks by some magic someone's going to believe him, right? And especially people who lie, and then they continue. You know that they're not trustworthy after that. And then they still continue to think they're going to delude you into thinking it. I can spot BS like that now. I can spot it very quickly. Very quickly, which is a tough thing, right? More real talk for you guys here. Very, very quickly, you can spot people who are like that. And it's tough, though. I mean, because I feel bad for people like that who have to lie over the top of other lies, and it just stacks up. It doesn't do you any good. It actually stains your soul, I think, anyway. It stains it to a point where it is tough to recover, right? It's tough to recover that trust once you've lost it, right? You lose trust with somebody, it is so hard to get that back. It is so hard to have people trust you again. And when they do trust you, it'll be reserved trust forever anyway. It'll be like, are they going to do it again? Or are they not going to do it again? Okay, well, they didn't do it again this time, but what about next time, right? So don't lose that trust with people. Don't lose that trust. Keep your trust with the people that you trust. Now, people you don't trust, screw those people. But everybody else who is trustworthy, make sure to keep that trust. All right, so we're looking for star cores. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look through this whole area here again and see if I can find the missing star core around here somewhere. There's an elephant right there. Pink elephant. All right. I don't remember seeing that before, but that's probably because I put those dudes over here. Now we're going to walk around here and see what we can find. Standby entrance. Again, we're looking for, we have 2 star cores left. Who knows where these star cores are? But apparently they're not wherever I am, because I can't find them. Main power is out. Dude was having a fun ride. Now, I don't know if they're hiding them somewhere, like up in one of these things, right? I got to climb my way up there and find it. Or probably a more obvious place to put it would be, like at some of these, they have an actual thing. At these like control panels, they have an actual star core on them. And they're just randomly around sometimes. So we'll keep looking around for those. So I've already done all the different areas. I've already gone out and explored the whole entire place. I've unlocked all the places. I've assigned them to different groups. That dude kind of looked like she was in the teacups for a second. I thought she was sitting in the sea cups. It's awesome. Hey, the Dark One, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Robo X Gamer, hi, can't sleep. To Kismet, just hoping to watch you play. Well, Robo Gamer, you got it at the perfect time. We're gonna play right now. We're gonna play a whole lot all night long. Hopefully, though, you do get some of that rest. I know how that goes. I have sleep apnea myself. I can sleep for 10 hours and it feels like a half hour of sleep. It is incredibly miserable, and I wish it on no one. I wish it on no one. But I'm not going to lay in the bed anymore. I'm not going to lay in the bed and say, you know what, woe is me. I'm going to get up, do what I love to do, and screw it, right? Screw it, right? Screw being negative all the time. I'm going to be positive, going to do what I love to do. Hang out with you guys, which is super fun. Super fun. JD hanging out. Hey, Kismet, I'm not going to say where the last core is, so please no one freak out on telling me no spoilers, because I know that I can give you a clue if you can't find it. That's right. I will ask for clues probably later tonight if I can't find it. Teaching about lies. That's right. Kismet class on lies. That's right. I do sometimes get up on my little pedestal, on my little soapbox from time to time, do a little real talk as we go along, usually when we're walking from place to place. But again, the great thing about advice is it's up to you. It's your responsibility. They're your decisions. It's all on you. You can choose to or not listen to that advice. That's the great thing about advice. I don't mind advice because I can ignore it all day long, and so can you. But I try to give out the best advice I can. Stuff that I have learned the hard way. Don't learn stuff the hard way. Some of that stuff, like lies, I learned the easy way because I watched other examples of bad choices that I don't do. I don't follow bad examples of, I don't follow those examples of bad choices. I steer away from those. Gotta learn that very early on. That all your choices are your responsibility. You made them. You had the ability to not make them. Okay, let's try over here. Ooh. Oh, there's a bottle of vodka under there. All right. Well, we don't see it here at this one. This is somehow going, though, see? Oh. Ooh. This is somehow going. It's got power from somewhere. It's up there at the top. Oh, it's not. Okay. For a second there, I thought there might have been one right up there. Right there. Yeah, but no. They're sneaky in this game. You got to watch out for sneakiness. What's this? Employees only back here. Oh, this is the other door, the tunnels. All right, we'll come back to the tunnels later. And again, we're looking around for that fusion core. I know some of you know where it is, or that star core. You know where it is. You're like, Kismet, it's right here. But I don't like spoilers. I like to take the journey and enjoy what I'm up to. Let's go look over here. More rides that don't work. Oh, there's some razor grain there. And we're also going to loot as we go along here. Anything that I might have missed before, that's going to help. I wonder if we can blow these things up. You know me. You know me in cars, and I like to blow stuff up. Let's try this one. Nope. I was standing way too close to that one, by the way, to be blowing that up. But hey, what the heck. Give it a shot. Alright, nothing there. Don't forget to look high. Not just low, but high. And let's look over here. Oh yeah, missed a lot of this stuff on the ground here. Got that though. More Nuka cups just laying around. That's weird.
You should try climbing on top of those spinning things and getting high.
Okay, thanks for sharing, bro. Thanks for sharing your outlook on life. Look at that little shortcut I took there. Look at that little shortcut I took with the jetpack. This is where we just was. Place to save up here. Place to save. Because we have a bed right there. Let's see what we got over here. Nothing there. Again, we're looking for loot. Kind of, sort of looking for loot, but we're also looking for star cores, which is our main goal of tonight, is to try to get the star cores found and unlocked. Now, I couldn't find them over in the Galactic Zone. I don't know where that other one is. Now, don't get too obsessed with one thing, by the way. Like I won't spend 5 hours looking for that star core over in the Galactic Zone, because I'll spend like 30 minutes to an hour and then say, you know what, I'm going to go do something else, because then what happens is sometimes it's not possible to do it, right? It's not possible. So if you spend 5 hours doing it, there's no possibility of doing it anyway. And if you haven't found it after an hour, you're probably not going to find it anyway. So you might as well want to just go do something else. And the funny thing is, when you go to do something else and you're not trying to do it, that's when it happens. I find that quite often. Anybody else find that happens? Kismet, have you collected all the medallions yet? No, I have not collected all the medallions. Oh, I just passed it. I should be looking for those too. Thank you so much. I thank you for not spoiling it, but saying that I passed it. I did see that as I just went by there. Where did it go? Don't tell me where it is, though. Tell me I passed it. That's fine. Alright, so I'm going to recreate my steps. One here. Yeah, I thought those were token creators, by the way. I didn't see, oh wait, no, that was way on the other side. That was way on the other side. Let's run over there. See, what it did, there's tokens you can convert, right? You can convert your tickets for tokens. So that's what I thought those were. And then I discovered some of them are medallions. So I want to collect those as well. Thank you very much for that heads up. That's another thing I wanted to collect tonight, medallions and that. Now again, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but not too bad because I actually just saw it just a second ago. But it didn't connect into my synapses in there. I wish it had. But thanks for the backup. Thanks for the backup. You didn't tell me where it was. You just told me that I did go past it. I appreciate it. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Because I don't like spoilers. Spoilers, because people, you know, who are streaming want to do stuff just like you did. They want to just come across it. Because that's what makes games great, is when you just run across something, right? Run across some power armor, you run across stuff. That's how I like to play. Of course, it's your game. You can play it however you want, right? The great thing about games. But for me, I like to run across stuff. Run across it and go, ah, there's where that is. Like, hopefully I do with this star core here at some point. Did a pretty thorough job of looting all this. Got those. By the way, I loot with the E key on PC. That's what I'm currently playing on. I just hit the E a whole bunch of times. Sometimes a little too fast. And I loot too fast, but I try to ease up. You can get those very quickly by just hitting E a whole bunch of times. So I looked over there. And these are all not buildings you can go into. We've already kind of cleared this area out. We got into here another map. There's some water running somewhere.
So people drag children here to fatten up before eating them?
No, I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, right. Oh, and we got some water here we can drink. Always take a minute if you see these water fountains, especially if you have the lead belly perk like me. Good to grab some of that water. That agua. Medallion to Pensi Pass. Thank you so much, Blood Boot, for that. Appreciate it. And Nushki backing me up. Since you know what you're about, Kiz, how does one tell female that you're into them? You walk up to them and you say, hello. That's what you do, Darwich. You walk up, you say hello. If you know their name, you say hello and then their name. Like if their name's Susan. Hello, Susan. How you doing? Just treat them like a regular person. Me and my wife have been together 25 years. I was so nervous to ask my wife out, by the way, in Valentine's Day. I've asked women out many times. I've had many girlfriends when I was young. And along the way, most of them crazy and most of them taller than me, by the way. And then you know it's the right one when you're so incredibly nervous, or you might be the right one if you're so incredibly nervous to ask them out, right? Because you don't want to screw it up. But what I simply did was say, you know, I was dropping off my friends. So a little quick Kismet story here, how I met my wife. I was dropping off my friends, and they said, hey, Kismet, do you want to go to the movies? I'm like, all right, because my friend doesn't have a car. He goes to college. It costs him, you know, an expensive, incredibly great college, but he doesn't have a car, so he calls me all the time, and I drove, you know, 30 miles. I live down by Disneyland, and then I had to drive up to L.A. all the time. And so I drive up there, I'm like, okay, I'll take you to the movies, man. We'll go hang out. We'll have a good time. So he brought his girlfriend. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. And then she was going to meet a friend that she knew on the bus, which eventually became my wife. That was right. The second I saw her, that was it. Now, I would say, as a cynic in my youth, that I wouldn't believe in love at first sight. And most people don't. Most people don't. They're like, I don't know. Until it happens to you. Then you become a believer. You're like, whoa. There's something different about how you feel about that person, right? There's something magical that happens there, and it can't be explained, and certainly I'm not going to be able to explain it to you. That happens. There's something magic that happens there. It's like lightning, right? It's like, oh, it's like lightning. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. It's like, where's my lightning? Come on. Where's my lightning? Right here. It's like lightning. That happens to you. And then that was it. I was totally infatuated just like that. Now, here's the problem. If the other person is not infatuated with you, this is going to be painful. You are in a painful situation, right? So, luckily, she had the same thing for me, right away. And she, right at the bat, I didn't even know who she was. Roblo Gamer, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. I didn't know who she was, met her for the first time. And she's like, hey, Kismet, you want to have some of my popcorn? Now, that is a good sign, by the way, if you're a guy sharing the popcorn. Now, don't take it too far, but she might like you. And just treat her like a regular person. Respect. Don't treat her like an object. She's not a thing. She's a person. She has feelings and emotions and all of those things. And just simply go up and have a normal conversation like you would with your buddies, right? Of course, don't be obscene unless she's into that. I don't know. Whatever she's into. I don't know. You guys know what you're both into, right? That's where that connection is, right? What you guys are into. Now, my wife is pretty much an artist like me. But in every other way, she is probably my opposite. She is incredibly organized. I'm incredibly messy. I'm a messy artist. She's an organized artist. I'm a digital artist, so I do digital graphic design, art, animation, all of that stuff. And she's more of a traditional artist. Now, I mean, this is kind of splitting hairs there, but still, that is the opposites of artists, right? She's more traditional. She does painting and all of that stuff. And I don't do any of that other than airbrushing. I do the exact opposite, which is doing it all digital. So there's kind of like a all digital versus the traditional style battle sometimes going on in the world of art. But that's all you do. You walk up, you say hi. If you know the person's name, you say hi. If you don't know their name, you say hi. What's your name? That's it. And it's going to be scary. You're going to have butterflies. You're going to fumble maybe a little bit. But you just be honest with the person. Like my wife, I said, you know what? I love gaming. This is what I love to do. This is what I'm going to do. Till the day I die, this is what I love to do. Now, some people, they love to watch TV. They love to do water sports. They love to do football. They love to do whatever. Whatever they love to do, more power to them. And I'm going to do what I love to do, right? I love doing graphic design. I love doing art. I love doing gaming. And I especially love streaming and hanging out with you guys in the stream. So just treat people like they're a person, not a thing, not something to acquire, not something that, oh, well, you know, I'm going to get the most beautiful girl in the world and have her like as a baggage accessory. Don't treat people like that. That's a terrible way to treat people, right? You could get the most beautiful girl in the world. You know how you get her? You're funny. Funny people get the most beautiful people in the world. I tell you, they do. They are the best. If you're super funny, I'm okay. I can make my wife laugh. That's what's great about me and my wife. And I can't make everybody laugh, but I can make her laugh. And that's the power that I have, right? That's the skill that I have that helps me a lot. Now, you're going to have to find your way, right? You're going to just go up, say hi. Now, see, I used to be real shy when I was really young, and then I got over it. And then I got to a point where I can say anything to anybody now. I can just walk right up and say, hey, how you doing? Right? No problem. Because I don't care anymore. Because I don't care. I'm married. I've got wife, kids. I've been with my wife forever. There's nobody else. There's my wife, and then there's everybody else in the world. That's how my priorities are. So that's all you need to do, buddy. That's all you need to do. Just walk up and say hi and start a conversation. I like your shoes. I like your eyes. I love your earrings. Whatever it is, right? Just walk right up and say hi. That's how you start it. Now, if they're not into you, don't obsess. Don't obsess about it. Now, you can try to win them over. You can try to woo them with your magic skills. You're laughing. You woo them with gifts, but that's not always the greatest way. But whatever you think will woo them in your direction. But don't obsess about them. If they're not into you, if you don't think it's going to work out, maybe they're not the person you thought they were going to be anyway. Maybe they're not a nice person. Maybe you don't want to be with them. Eventually, you might find that out. Hopefully, you don't get married and find that out 10 years later. You want to find that out very early on. But it's all on you. Don't obsess about people. If that's not the one, there's plenty more. Billions more, as a matter of fact. Billions more out there. But it is painful. I've been through some breakups, and oh, that's some painful stuff. There is no more painful thing in your life than breaking up with somebody else. There is nothing more painful. Oh, I don't care if you like have one of your arms cut off. That is not anywhere close to as painful as someone blasting your heart, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep playing some games here. More real talk. We're getting the Sunday night is like our real talk night. I am looking for stuff, by the way, while I'm walking around. I don't see nothing. I see nothing. Oh, there's some stuff we missed there.
I'd leave that behind.
Now we're relooting here, buddy. We looted, but then we lost all of our stuff because the game crashed. So now I have to reloot, and I'm sure that at some point I probably found that star core in here. I bet you I'd found it and then relaunched. Said, you know what? I'm not going to loot it all again for now. We'll come back another time, and it is apparently the other time now. Oh, hello. Another panel over there. So I look for these panels because that's where I've seen them the most, on these like panels. These star cores. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? Am I wrong? Am I right? It's okay. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. But what do you guys think? You think that's about right? Think that's about right? I find that people who are into stuff, whoever they're with, is usually into the same stuff. Right? My wife and I, we're into art, right? And we're into our kids. Taking care of our kids, being better parents than our parents were. Right? Which, you know, in some ways, my parents were pretty awesome, if you think about it. Because my parents were the kind of parents that were the traditional style parents. If you make a mistake, they're going to get you with a belt. But they give you enough freedom to learn to stand on your own. To do your own responsibilities, right? To take care of yourself, get up in the morning, take care of yourself. As I think any good parent should. Should teach you self-reliance. To do everything for yourself so you rely on no one else. Because there is going to be a portion in your life in which you're going to need to do that. Maybe multiple portions in your life where you're going to need to know You're going to need to be able to get up in the morning, get ready, go to work, do whatever you need to do, or go to class, or go wherever you need to get done, and not fool around all day long. I'm still trying to teach my oldest daughter that. She's in a very tough situation, because if she does not learn that, her whole life is going to be a tough struggle if you don't learn how to do at least the most basic stuff yourself. Get up, get ready, do whatever you need to do in your day, and solve problems very simply. Don't make them into this big drama thing that are totally impossible to do. I'm going around in circles here. Let's go this way. Don't make them into impossible things, right? They're, oh my gosh, there's this big drama, amazing things. The world's coming to an end. The world's going to split in half. And that's the way it is with girls, by the way. If you have girls, if you have daughters, everything is like drama. Drama. They're in the drama stage, where everything is like the end of the world. Oh my gosh, I lost my pencil. Oh, I can't do my homework. Oh my gosh, I've lost my pencil. It's the end of the world. There's like 500 pencils right there. She could pick another pencil, but it's the end of the world, man. It's the end of the world. There's no pencils, right? No pencils. There's no way to solve this impossible problem of no pencils. We can't do anything without the pencil, without one pencil. But that's the way kids are, right? They're still learning to control their emotions, and you have to give them enough leeway to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. And they make a lot, and so do I, even as an adult. So you gotta be adult enough to realize that it's okay if they make mistakes. Hopefully they don't make the same mistakes. Hopefully they're learning from their mistakes. That's what ooh, look what we forgot. There's some extra caps. Sweet. Yo, bro. Creepy. Creepy guy. Get out the window. Creepy. Creepy guy. All right. So far, no moss. No moss stuff. Get on the roof of this. There is no roof. All right, so we've kind of looked out that area there. We've looked over by the Ferris wheel. We've cleared across there. We looked in that one. Let's go look in the castle here. Heading to the castle. Woohoo! Coming in for a landing. Oh, nailed it. Hey, Kitty Killer hanging out. We got Derek chilling out as well. Kismet class teaching about love. That's right, Blood Boot. That's the way we talk in here. Sometimes we talk about that real life stuff while we're gaming. That's okay. I like to throw a little bit of advice, but of course it's all on you. They're your life choices. You don't have to do anything I say. You can do whatever you need to do in your life. They're your choices, so don't blame me. So don't blame me. Or blame anybody else for your choices. They are totally your responsibility, as are mine. I try to balance all the things that I do. I try to balance hanging out with my kids, helping them with their homework. I try to balance my real life stuff, my health, hanging out with my wife, and all of that. Try to keep those relationships strong. Try to keep that real life momentum going. Even if you're in a tough place right now, like I'm in a tough place right now, my medical conditions, I still try to keep going. Still try to fight through whatever things you got to fight through. And sometimes you have some really tough stuff, man. You got some hard stuff. Hard stuff you have to fight through. Best way to fight through it, stay positive. Stay positive, because negativity does nothing for you. Does no good. Not that I have never been negative before, and believe me, when I was young, I was a bit of a smart aleck and I was negative. I mean, that's a double whammy right there. You're a smart aleck and you're negative at the same time. That's not good. Not good. Luckily, I got over it. I got over it. A few choice friends of mine said, you'd be a great guy, Kismet, if you weren't such a jerk. Which I love that kind of honesty, right? If you have real good friends, they'll tell you the truth. I mean, they'll still be respectful to you, but they'll tell you straight. Say, Kismet, sometimes you're a bit of a jerk, bro. Rein that back, man. Rein that back. And so I worked on it. Took me a while. But I worked on it. It's not easy. Sometimes it still happens, by the way. Sometimes I revert back to that. Just sometimes you continue to make the mistakes of your past. Very rarely, though. Very rarely now. But occasionally, when I'm tired and I'm grumpy and people are irritating me, I will revert back to that just temporarily, and then I'll catch myself doing it. So it's very tough. It's not an easy thing, right? It's not an easy thing to control oneself. All right, I don't see nothing in here. I feel like it should be around in one of these little Kind of hidden areas, right? Let's go check up here again. I don't know. I feel like it should be somewhere in one of these little hidden places inside the main castle. Somewhere. Somewhere! JD said, hey, Kiz, my question probably got lost. I'm going to drop it again. Yeah, drop it again if I missed it. How many star cores do you have left? 1 or 2? I have 2 left. 2 left. One that's outside the galactic zone, one that's in the galactic zone. JD. Don't tell me where it is, though. I will ask for hints if I can't find it. Thanks, Kiz. There's this girl. She's just amazing, but I just freeze when I ask her out. I know. It is tough. Isn't it tough? Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you how I asked my wife out. Oh, I'm glad you brought that back up again. What I did was I took my friend to the movies, right? I think it was the movies, or I dropped him off somewhere. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then, of course, she was hanging out, right? So I said, okay, boom, let's, I'll go ahead and drive her home. So I drove her home, which is kind of weird because she was sitting in the back seat because my friends had gotten out. One was in the front seat, one was in the thing. And she got out. Now, of course, at the time, I'm a graphic designer. I'm making crazy tons of money. I've got a convertible. I'm in the greatest shape of my life, which had all those factors going for me, right? As a guy. But I am so shy at the time because, you know, I didn't want to screw it up. So I just simply said, would you like to go out on Valentine's Day? When I was parked in front of her house, and I said, would you like to go out on Valentine's Day? And she said, okay. And then she got out of the car and she left. And that is the best way to ask somebody out, by the way. Ask them out and get out of there. Get out of there before you screw it up. That's the fastest and best way. Just call them up. Would you like to go out? What time? 8 o'clock? Okay, cool. Bye. And hang up. Because this way, you'll have a chance of not screwing it up before then. At least for me, that's what I do. That worked for me. So that's what I suggest. Ask them out. Say, okay, I'll see you then. And then don't call them 15 times. Don't call them 100 times. And then go and hang out with them and see if they are compatible with you. See if you like them, they like you. Don't obsess about them. Do something else meanwhile. And then me and my wife went out for Valentine's Day. You know, it was funny. We were both super nervous, as most people do when they're out on their first date. But there was something magical there. There was something that you can't explain to people. You can't explain until it happens to them. And then that was it. I knew it. And then eventually she knew it. And then we've been together almost 25 years now. Long time. All right, I don't see anything out here. Let's go inside. Let's go into the court. 25 years. I think that's pretty amazing. I think myself. Yep, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. All right, let's look around in here. Let's see. Let's see. Put on your big boy Minuteman pants and say hi to her. Yeah, just say, if you know her name, it's even easier. Say hi, Susan, hi, whatever her name is, and say hi. Just say hi, Susan, and then wait for her to say hi back. If she doesn't say hi, don't just go into a big, long talking, by the way. Just say hi, see if she says hi back. And you can gauge people right like that. If she goes, yeah, what? Then probably not the person you want to hang out with if she don't like you right away. Or maybe she just hasn't learned how great you are yet. You never know. Never know. But again, respectful. Just say up and say hi. She says hi back. You say, you know what? I think you're great. Would you like to go out on whatever day, right? Thursday, Friday, whatever, right? Don't make it creepy. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Unless she likes weird. You know, some people like weird. You know, some people, everybody's into what they're into, right? Maybe you're the perfect one. Maybe you're not the perfect one. Maybe she's not the perfect one for you. You never know. But basically, there is no perfect one for you, by the way. You just give it a try. That's all you can do in life, right? If you fail, you learned a lesson. You are more confident for the next person that you ask out, right? That was probably my hardest thing I learned, was that if I go up and I ask somebody out and they say no, I am a little bit more confident, or maybe less confident, you know, because, you know, you might take it as a hit. But for me, I felt I was more confident now because, look, I did it once. I can go and I can do it again. I can ask somebody else out, right? And I have been turned down before. And I've had actually, when I was young, I've actually had girls come up to me and ask me out, which I think is astounding in those days. Usually, you know, women don't usually, in those days, a long time ago, didn't ask you out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That is awesome. I think that's amazing. I think that's quite, it eliminates all of that tension, too, by the way. That somehow they can't ask anybody else out. Ask anybody out you want to ask out. Screw everybody and their old-timey conventions. You know what? Go out there, find the person that you like, Say hello. Be kind to them. Hopefully they're kind to you. If they're not kind to you, screw them too. But if they are kind to you, then there you go. There you go. That magic is going to be there. Don't want to go to NukaWorld. Oh, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about that. Goosebumps. You find that magic in your life. Find that magic. It's out there somewhere. It's out there. Not easy to find. It's very difficult. And it's tough when you have ideas and they have ideas and those ideas don't match up. Right? Especially when I get in my grumpy old bear stage. They call me the grumpy bear. When I'm too sleepy and I don't want to be bothered, I turn into a grumpy bear who just wants to hibernate. Don't want to be messed with.
Planning on sleeping tonight anyway.
That's the way I am when I'm really, really tired. Sometimes I get like that. I just don't want to be talked to. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be, I don't want nothing, right? Some of you know what I'm talking about, right? Some of you know what I'm talking about. You just want to sleep. You've got to sleep because you can't function properly. Your brain is not working right. It is tough. It is tough. And I get like that sometimes. Not too much anymore, but sometimes. Don't mess with a grumpy bear, right? Don't go where a grumpy bear is hibernating and start to poke him with a stick. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Oh, here's a panel over here. No more star cores, though. Ah, I forgot about this panel up here. No star cores. No nothing. Bummer. Alright, so we're looking for star cores, having a little real talk while we're wandering around. We've already done all of this area. So we're wandering around looking for the... We have 2 star cores left. I am trying to find them. I have no idea where they are. No idea where they are. Why do you need star cores? The star cores I put in there to start the main power. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to get those star cores, put them into the main thing in the galactic zone. And then I think I can go over to the power plant and start the power. I don't really know. I don't know how many more I need. Do I need 1? Do I need 2? Do I need them all? Or is there one of those star cores inside the power area? Maybe there's 2 star cores in the power area. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to know. I want to discover it as I go along. That's part of the journey. Part of the fun is running around trying to find stuff and make stuff work. Now, there is a spot up here that we can go up to, way up at the top there. And let's go ahead and just jetpack our way over here. If I can get all the way up there from here. Nope, gotta go land first. Alright, there's a spot way up on the top of the tower up there where you can see the flag is. I forget how to get up there the other way. Maybe in here. Let's see. Let's see this. Does it go straight up? Or does this go back in that same area? Oh, I gotta take the elevator. That's what I gotta do. Duh. Elevator. Remember seeing that elevator. Elevator. Find the elevator. So we're doing a little real talk today, trying to give you guys some advice. Of course, again, it's all on you. It's all on you. It's up to you. They're your choices. Don't blame me. You have to make your choices in life. So there you go. Just say hi. That's all you got to do. Say hello. Be respectful. Again, women are not things. They're not objects. They're not stuff to acquire. They are people, and you need to treat them as a person. Oh, we love some radiation up in here. We like that radiation. Treat them like a regular person. Just say, hi, how you doing? I know you're going to be scared. You're going to have all the butterflies in your stomach. Especially if the person's really beautiful, whether it's a man or a woman. By the way, women feel the same way, by the way, if you didn't know that. They feel nervous and scared to ask you out, to talk to you, too. Right? They're going to, when you go up to them, they're going to be all shy and all that stuff. Some people are. I remember that when I was young. I realized that when I was asking that girl out, I was being shy and scared, that she started to be shy when I asked her out, which is pretty funny, right? Because she didn't see it coming, right? I was like, hey, how you doing? My name's Kismet. How you doing? Of course, I didn't say Kismet. Don't do nicknames on people, by the way. That they think that's weird. No, in gaming, that's okay, right? That's okay if we're here talking gaming. But if you go and you start talking to people like, hi, my name is Kismet, people go, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Though more people in my real life actually call me Kismet because they just know me by that name more than my real name, which is wild. Which is wild in my case. And I don't care what anybody else thinks at my age as well, so I'm also got that factor going for me. But if you use your nicknames with people, they think that's very odd. Because normal people don't understand all that nickname stuff. They don't understand all that nickname stuff. But there you go. But I just say hi. How you doing? And then see if the person's interested, right? Say, hey, would you like to go out? If they say no, you say, all right. And then you ask their friend. Say, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Because there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing more that's going to make that person feel like they missed out on something than if you ask their friend out. You say, hey, how you doing? Want to go out? We'll have a great time. We'll go to the movies. We'll go walk on the beach. We'll go do some fun stuff. And their friend probably is probably in the shadow of that person anyway, all the time. And they'll go, okay, let's go. And there you go. And probably the friend was the one you wanted to end up with anyway, because fate's gonna make you go down the windy road anyway. You'll find. You know what I talk about later in your life. You'll find out. Or some of you already know, right? You try to do one thing, but it takes you and it makes you go another way in your life. Like, you know, that person that you thought you would end up with, you actually end up with somebody else who they knew, and you never knew you were going to be with that person, right? I didn't know I was going to be with my wife. I never even met her before. I didn't even know who she was. She just randomly met a friend of mine's girlfriend on a bus. And then she invited her to go to the movies, and bam, we met. That was it. Otherwise, we would have never met. No, never met. Probably not, because I was so obsessed with work at the time. That's all I ever thought about at work. Until I got blindsided by that. But there you go. That's a good blindside, though. I'm not seeing nothing in here. It's hiding. It's hiding it somewhere. I would think this would be the spot, right? If there was anywhere they were going to put kind of a critical item, it would be right here. What we got in this terminal? Some access. By the way, I wonder how those sprayers affect you if you have the ghoul trait. I'm trying to think of where else in here that would be. We already looked in the castle. Guess we have to go in the fun house again. That's not good for my vertigo, but let's give it a shot. Let's give it a go. Boom! Nailed it! Nailed it! Down. Who did all of this? Somewhere there is a star core with my name on it. I'm going to find it. So we'll go try this other one, and then we'll go try the tunnels. Would be another place I would think. We already looked over here. I don't see it on here. I would think another tunnel, the tunnels would be another place. Very involved down in those tunnels. Let's go check the fun house one more time here. Did I miss it? Yeah, I did. Back this way. And again, I looted all this at some point. I mean, I looted it down to the very last little thing. But we got disconnected, which is a huge bummer. Got disconnected. And then we probably... we had found it here. I probably would have found it in that first playthrough, or that first collecting of stuff. There we go. There you go. Kismet, why did you stop doing graphic design professionally? Said Ancient J. I got sick about about 2 years ago. Actually, 2 years now. I got sick. I got vertigo and sleep apnea. If I can't do something great, I would rather not do it. Graphic design requires you to do a lot of hard work, right? A lot of coming up with different ideas, combining symbols of, you know, what people want you to build, whether it's logos or billboards or posters or ads or whatever it is, or like cereal labels or whatever it is. If you want to be great at something, you really need to put your passion into it. It requires a lot of time, and there's a lot of deadlines that you have to do to finish those things. And it's really anything you do, right? There's deadlines, there's focus, and there is your ability to do that particular thing. Right, your momentum toward being really good at that thing. And you know, you start off when you're young and you learn some things and you learn some things, and you go to college maybe and you learn the theory of it, because college is mainly theory. And then you go and you do that thing. And then you try to get better and better at it. If you're not always trying to get better at something, you will never get better at that thing if you're not, you know, you're not open yourself up, open-minded enough to say, you know what, I could probably do this better if I did this. Or if someone says, you know what, if you do this, it's going to be much easier and much better. And you're like, oh, okay, that's a great idea. Thanks, boom. Right? All the time, people say that on the stream. Kismet, you know, hey, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Boom, write that down. That's the way to get better at something. So when I was very ill, I said, that's it. Okay, I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to have the doctor help me whatever I'm doing. So like for the first month or two, I thought, this would be no problem. I'll do this and get back to work. No problem. And then over time, it became where it was like a permanent thing. Like it was never going to go away. So I went to doctor after doctor after doctor. I mean, I went to 11 doctors. And they're like, oh, do this, do that thing, go do this test, spend these thousands and thousands of dollars again and again and again. Went round and round in circles, did everything they told me to do, went to all of the different tests and whatnot, did it all, and the end result was nothing. They did nothing to help, really. Only like 2 of my doctors really helped. Helped with some of my allergy issues that I had. And other than that, though, that was a huge waste of money. I would love to have all that money back again. But it was a huge waste of money in my case. Now, not everybody's case, though, by the way. Some doctors are pretty amazing. Some doctors will help you with your condition. But in my particular thing, it was a complete waste of my time. A year and a half of my time, by the way. A year and a half is what it turned up to be. Now, every month they kept saying, oh, well, this is going to solve that problem. This is going to solve that problem. You'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Again and again and again. It never did. Never did. They have no magic pill that is going to solve your vertigo. They're going to have no magic pill that's going to solve your sleep apnea. They have machines that I've tried, and also I had a dental thing made called a mandible device to help with sleep apnea, and it does help a little. But I never stop being dizzy. I never stop. Vertigo never goes away. Now I also have an ear imbalance. I have some hearing loss as well that we discovered. So those things are great. I discovered those, and I know what the problems are. Now I'm an amazing problem solver. That is probably the best thing that I do. I solve problems. Graphic problems, real life problems, people problems, whatever kind of problem it is. Maybe it's an accounting problem, whatever it is, right? Or like graphics problems like this, like how to make something very unique, like my overseer's desk, my death counter, and all the other cool stuff that I create here for the stream. A graphic problem is just like any other problem. You just go through it and try to solve it. So I didn't see anything in there. Let's keep going. I did that for about a year and a half, and I finally said, you know what? Screw these doctors. This is not working. If you do something over and over again, expecting different results, that's the base of insanity, right? You guys know that one. You guys know that one. So I said, that's it. I'm going to take control of this and solve it like any other problem I will solve. The problem is I'm dizzy and I have vertigo all the time, and I can't sleep. So what's a way to increase my sleep and reduce my vertigo? Well, first, how to manage my vertigo, right? When I walk, I actually look at like a doorknob, or I look at a stop sign, or I look at something. So I'm just focused on that one thing. So all the other stuff that's going by does not make me dizzy. Just all the stuff going by doesn't make me really, really dizzy. It's just like managing it. If you get really dizzy, close your eyes, breathe through your nose. That really does help. Actually, that just helped just now, because when I was doing the hand thing. And I'm going to get real dizzy when I go in here, too. So that's what I did. That's why I had to give it up, because I didn't want to be just mediocre at it. I didn't want to be mediocre. I wanted to be... Sorry. I want to be the best at whatever I do. And if I can't be the best, then I would rather not do it. So, one thing I can be the best at is doing my other love in life, and that's okay. 25 years I've been a graphic designer. I've done pretty much everything you can do in graphic design. I've had a great career. I've worked for incredibly great companies. I've worked with incredibly great people, which I find even more valuable. And I've done a lot of great stuff. All right, no regrets. No regrets in your career if you've done it all out. You've done everything that you can do in that particular thing. What's the deal here? Oh, there's glass there. There's glass there blocking me. I don't even remember this pattern anymore. So yes. So what I decided to do is, you know what? I'm going to do my other passion, which is games. That's what I'm doing right now. So I said, you know what? How can I be? And this is about a year and a half ago. I said, how can I be a pro gamer? How can I do what the other thing I love to do, and combine graphic design with gaming as well, and of course making videos and animations and all those kind of fun things that I like to do. How can I combine those things together? Well, just by total accident, by the way, not that I had any intention to. By total accident, I started playing this game called Fallout Shelter that I really, really liked. Now, long time ago, I had started live streaming with Justin TV for the sole reason to show my members what my skill rotations were, to help them learn how to do their skill rotations, how to play their characters better, all that kind of cool stuff. Ooh, made that just in time. How to do all that cool stuff and show them basically how to be better at playing, right? It wasn't about becoming a live streamer. And then I played this game, Fallout Shelter, and then I would hang out and do Fallout Shelter. I love how this door, like, goes to nowhere. It's so awesome. And do Fallout Shelter and have a fun time doing that, and then that made me want to do this, what I'm doing now. Become a pro gamer. So how do I become a pro... Oh, there's some caps up there. Just floating in the air. Knock them off of there. Knock them off of there and pick them up. So how do I become a pro gamer? How do I do what I love to do? Again, another problem to be solved. Now, another thing I did on my health, by the way, before I get too sidetracked on the other thing, is that I stopped drinking soda. Because your health is just a problem to be solved. Because your fat is really not fat. You know what it is? It's extra stored up energy. You have a whole bunch of extra stored up energy that you have stored up over all of this time and just not used. Right? It's like having a battery that is so full of energy, so full of power, that you just have not used that power yet. So you have to go out and use the power without storing up all that extra energy, which normally, you know, in the old days, in the ancient days, we would eat food when we had it, and then we would use whatever excess that we put on our body for that energy whenever we didn't have food. That's how your body works. It's the basics, right? The basics of your body. So how could I solve this problem? Because my doctors are mostly useless. Well, stop drinking soda. Lost 10 pounds. Stop eating junk food all the time, which I'm the worst. I'm the king of eating terrible junk food and candy and all of that. I just like constantly candy, 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 right? So stop doing that. Strawberries and grapes. Another 10 pounds. Then I said, you know what? I'm really going to go all out. Even though I'm a steak and potatoes guy, I'm not a vegan. I am not a vegetarian in any way. I'm not even close to any of that. And I have nothing about food. But I give myself the ability to fail. I say, you know what? If I try something and I fail at it, that's okay. At least I'll learn something along the way. So I went to juicing. And I started juicing. And you know what happened? Something magical happened. I actually learned something about food. I learned something about how to manage my food. And actually, whoa, getting goosebumps in the back of my neck from that one. And I learned about food, how to manage myself a bit better. And it's not easy. Oh man, you want a pizza and a shake all the time. Believe me, you want it all the time. But guess how much I lost after that? Another 15 pounds. So 35 pounds within the span of 4 or 5 months. Pretty incredible, I think. For me, anyway. Because you got to think that 25 years of just eating poor food. Junk food. Eating out all the time. Having fast food. All of that stuff. Completely gone. Juicing. Salads. And water and orange juice. And, of course, strawberries and grapes. Right? That's what I went to. Now, do I give up food? Do I give up soda? Do I give up pizza and all that? Absolutely not. Don't give up anything. There is enough room in your life for everything. Just don't eat it as much. Don't eat it as much. Don't eat 15 pieces of pizza in a week, right? That's too much pizza in a week. Though I love pizza. Pizza is my favorite food. 1 piece of pizza. That's enough. That's enough. Your stomach's only this big. It's as big as your hand. That's as big as your stomach is right there. That's all you have to... 1 piece of pizza fits in there great. Good. So I just eased up. Can I have soda? Sure. If I want it, I go have some right now. If I want to have pizza, I'll have it. Burger? Fine. Shake? Good. Right? I just don't have it as much. I ease off of it. Because if you've got the pedal down all the time, your body's just storing up all this extra energy. It's just fat building up, right? But it's really just energy that you need to burn off as well. Now, the other thing I do is I go 3 times a week to the gym. I go work lower body, upper body, and then core. Those are the things, 3 times a week. If it's just running, fine. If it's doing weights, fine. That kind of stuff, right? So that's how I not only lost my health, but tried to regain it and solve the problem. Hey, Ace, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Let's get a little hot in here. Let's turn the AC on. So there you go. So my juicing, basically what I did is I followed this guy named Joe Cross. And I saw this video. And that's where I learned that particular thing. Now, I didn't come up with that concept, by the way, of your body, it's just extra energy. Somebody else did, and then this guy thought of it, and he said it in his video, too. I don't know who originated, but I heard it from Joe Cross, who is this really smart guy. He said he's the poster child of the person eating bad food. And I would say that I'm more the poster child of the people eating bad food, but we can debate that all day long. So he was like 300 plus pounds. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to juice for 60 days and see if I can lose the weight. I mean, you can just give it a try. I mean, why not? It's your life. You can give it a shot, right? But he said that line, and he said it in one of his movies. Don't dauntly. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. We're searching for star cores while we're having some real talk here, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm wandering around. I'm wandering around looking for star cores. I'm very missing my star cores. No more star cores up in here. All right, I came in this way. I'm going this way. All right. So we're searching for star cores in here, talking about some real talk up in here. Go ahead and check all these rooms. Now, I've stopped it from spinning before this room spins, by the way. Don't see any star cores in there.
Who the hell's idea of fun was this shit?
I don't know, bro. That's the way out. Oh, my star cores. So yes, that's how I recovered my health and said, screw you, doctors, I'm going to do it myself. Now, am I fully recovered? Did my vertigo disappear? Did I magically get better? Absolutely not. Still, I'm dizzy right now. I'm about a 2-3 dizzy. My dizziness is very low now. I know how to manage it better. I know how to manage it better. But it is very difficult. It is a difficult struggle every day. Every day, I'm dizzy. Every day, I don't get a lot of sleep. Like I slept today for like 2 hours. It felt like 5 minutes. I could sleep for 8 hours. It'll feel like 30 minutes of sleep. Which is rough because you're tired all the time, right? You're just tired all the time. Whoa. Little Willy Wonka going on up in here. I want to go loot. I want to loot that thing in the end. I want to loot that container at the end. It tells you how addicted to looting I am. All right. Bad bottle. Bad bottle. Look what you did. You killed all these people up in here. Battle gone crazy. Bottle gone crazy. Oh, money.
Man of antiques, boss.
I like some money. Money's good. See anything in here? So we're looking for them fusion cores, or star cores. And this is the way I came in. Which if I walk straight across to this room, this is the way out. No. Fail. Fail. More fail. Okay, here we go. Way out. Okay. And somewhere I have left a star core somewhere. I cannot find it. We had looted this whole area, but then we had to, we crashed and we had to come back to loot it another time. I said, I'm not going to loot it again. But now it has come back to bite me. Now I have to go back and try to find where that fusion core is where I didn't loot. So that's why I'm kind of looting as I'm going along. If I see a place I haven't looted, then maybe there's a star core around that area. Maybe. Maybe. So there you go. That's why I don't do graphic design. Professionally anymore, though, you know, I do get requests for it. Hey, Kismet, you know, can you make me an overlay? Can you, Kismet, can you do this and that, especially on the stream? And I just tell people that I appreciate it, but I don't do design for people anymore. I don't do it because I'm not going to do it great. There's a lot of really great designers out there, by the way. A lot of really great designers. I don't remember where I'm going here. Got to go back to this other main room to go to the control panel now. It's left. Left back here. Back here. Through there, monkey. Dead end. Go left. And then right. And then it goes this way somewhere. Where's the that way? Here it is, right here. Then it goes this way, yep. Checking these back corners again. Nope. Nope. Exit that way, which is totally not the exit. Nothing over in that corner. And we out of here. Alright. So what I did is I checked that one more time. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go up into that control room up there. Once you've unlocked it, by the way, you can just go through here. Gage loves to play in the stuff. Gage loves to play in the stuff. Maybe there's one down here. Hiding somewhere. Maybe through here. I don't think I've checked the low levels. Nope. Alright, well, we're going to go right here into the control room. Knock area and look for that star core. Come on, baby, just be sitting right here. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be amazing. That would be amazing if the last one was right here. That's a no moss. Don't see it. Ah, wish it was right there. But no. So we're trying to find the star core here that we have forgotten somewhere in one of these different areas. We're going to try this out for a bit. And if we can't find it, that's okay. So this goes back to the beginning, and then this way went to the... This is the way to go. You go left. Up into here. Up into here. So thanks for following the stream. Thanks for showing them lots of love. Hey, Kismet, I am back once again. Had to feed my son. Hey, no problem, Denver Bronco. Good to keep that child fit. Do you have any tips for DSPD? I don't even know what that is. What is DSPD? I'm going to look it up. DSPD. Delayed sleep phase disorder. No sleep in which a person's sleep-wake cycle is delayed with respect to external daylight cycle. Oh, I actually have a little bit of that. I'm born in California, which is a 3-hour difference than here. Now, I've lived here in Tennessee, which is in Eastern time. California is in Pacific time. So, even though it's like 12 o'clock to everybody else who lives here, to me, it is still like 9 o'clock. So, I rarely ever go to sleep at the same time they do. It is very difficult for me to get into that sleep cycle. And if I break out of that sleep cycle at all, I revert right back to the California sleep cycle. So, if you're wondering why I'm so wide awake and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you got to think, to me, it's not 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock, right? That's the way people are, right? Which is that kind of delayed thing from each other. If that's what you're talking about, by the way. I don't have any tips. I'm not a medical doctor. These are the things that I did for me. I suggest to go to a medical doctor, find a really good one. Hopefully they can help you. But don't give them all your power. Keep your power for yourself, because that's what I did. I said, you know what? I'm no longer going to give my power up to these doctors. I'm going to take that power back for myself and have control over my health. I'm going to have the power. I'm going to choose what I do that helps me as a person, right? Not going to tell have the doctors tell me to do A, B, C, D, right? I'm going to say, what do you guys think? And then I'm going to make the choice. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try that, or I'm going to try this, or no, I'm not going to try that. No, that's totally wrong. I don't want to do that at all, right? Because it's your life. You got to make the hard choices, right? To them, it's just another person in a long line of people they got to see that day, right? To you, it's everything. Your life is everything to you, right? Because you want to survive. For me, I had two choices, right? And I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I had two choices. I could live a miserable rest of my life, right? Or die, right? Because I have sleep apnea. So literally every night I go to sleep, I could just die. I could go to sleep and never wake up. Believe me, that gets rid of all the extra BS in your life very, very quickly. When you know that any time you could go to sleep and your life will be over. That's it. Tonight could be the night. You never know. You never know. So all that other BS goes away super fast after that. So I'm just going to get up every day and do what I love to do, right? That's what I'm going to do. And such as most medical conditions, right? Most medical conditions are tough. It is a very tough thing. And I don't have it as bad as some people. Some people have it real bad. Some people can't walk. Some people can't move. Some people have cancer. Some people have really, really bad stuff. But for me, you know, I can only do the best I can do for me, right? And same thing with you, right? Same thing. You got to do the best what's best for you. Keep your power for yourself over your health. Keep the power. Learn about your condition. Learn about what you can do. Talk to different people. And just say, is this guy full of beep? Is this guy know what he's talking about, right? And I've been to a few of those doctors, and they act like they knew what they were talking about. And then there's that moment where you're like, this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Wasting my time. Wasting my time and money, right? That's the way it is with doctors. Doctors are just people. They're just people. They went to 10 years of school usually, but they're just people in the end. So they may make the wrong diagnosis. They may not know what they're talking about. They may just act like they know what they're talking about, right? So, again, find a good one. Find a good doctor who's going to back you up. And go in there and say, I want you to do the best work you've ever done. Expect them to do the best work they've ever done, right? Like I had my gallbladder taken out when I had this very bad gallbladder pain back in the day, which I've talked about on stream before. And I told the doctor, I say, I want this one to be the best one you've ever done. Right? Because a friend of mine told me to tell everybody that. Like when you go to a hotel, say, I want one up higher, because all the higher level rooms are nicer. Say, you know, do you have anything up higher? And you know what? They'll pull out the whole plans and say, well, let's see what we got. Oh, we got this one, we got that one. What about this corner one? You want this corner one? Oh, it'll cost you the same price. It's okay. You can be on the one on the first floor staring at a brick wall, or you could ask somebody, say, you have one up higher? And they say, oh yeah, we got one up on this floor. We have this beautiful view and all of that for the same price that you would have paid for the one where you're staring at the wall. I know, because when on my honeymoon, I went and asked them that very question and said, you know what, I've got a suite down on the first floor. Do you have anything better? They said, all I have is the vice presidential and the presidential suite. I'm like, I can't afford that. She goes, nah, free upgrade. Free upgrade to the vice presidential or presidential suite, which costs $14,000 a night, by the way. And the difference between me staying in the room I was in and the person right after me, or the person before me who checked in, who had the very same room I did, was I asked, do they have anything up higher? That was it. I had the guts to say, do you have anything better? That's all you got to do. That's what you got to do in life. When you go take an airplane, do you have any free upgrades to another class? People are just chicken to ask that stuff, right? What they say no, they say no. Big deal. But sometimes they're going to say yes, right? Because then they can sell your ticket to somebody else. Maybe the flight is full and nobody wants to buy a first class ticket, right? But they'll move you to first class and sell your ticket to somebody else. It's good for them for business too. I mean, it's a win-win for them, right? You're not going to buy a first class ticket, but they can get you to move first class, and then all the rest of the plane is full, and then they can sell that other ticket, and then at least they're getting that extra money, right? They're getting that extra $400. So there you go. There you goes. Right, that was the fun house. Let's go ahead and go to the tunnels. We're doing a lot of real talk today. I guess Sunday is going to be our real talk day. I don't know. Sometimes we get into it. And I'm a fan of drinking instead. There's always a Kismet drinking game. Well, I can't drink. It's not good for my health. Not good for my health. That is one thing that my doctor has told me, and that is something that I greatly adhere to. I do water, and I do orange juice, because I also have my gallbladder taken out too. So there are certain foods and alcohol that greatly make me very, very sick. I can't eat bacon anymore. Bacon makes me really, really sick. I mean, I could eat it, but it makes me sick, right? And I could drink, but it's gonna make me sick, right? More sick than you would normally get drinking, right? Especially if you drink too much. But so there are limitations that I have to just live with now for the rest of my life, and you'll find out, those things will come along too, where there are certain points in your life where you can't do the things you used to be able to do, right? You just can't. That's just the way it's going to happen. So, such is life, right? I mean, you can be negative about it. You can be, oh, woe is me, wah, 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 which I did for about a year. Oh, woe is me, I'm dizzy, I can't get up, I can't do anything, I can't drive anywhere because I may crash, right? And once I took the power back from myself, though, the positivity, and said, you know what? I'm a great problem solver. That's when I started thinking positive. I'm a great problem solver. This is just a problem to be solved, and I'm going to solve it. Not my doctors, not anybody else, because it doesn't mean a dang thing to them. It means a lot to me that I can sit here with you, stream, do what I love to do every single day. That's where your power comes from. Where you say, I'm going to be positive and I'm going to solve this problem. And if you only learn one thing from my stream, that is the powerful thing you can learn. Have power over your finances and power over your health. Power over you, right? What you are doing. Keep that power for yourself, because you're going to need it. A lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of ups and downs out there. Took a little shortcut. There's something in the water. Totally looks like there was something in the water there. Actually, let's go this way. Just in case, look at our weapon ready. Oh yes, this is where we cross over. A little loud up in here. A little loud up in here. Alright, we're looking for these star cores. I don't know where I missed it. I missed it somewhere. I cannot find this darn star core. Let's keep going. A little bit more real talk up in here while we're looking for star cores. So on one of these, there's a panel somewhere and it's sitting on it and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna find it. Sitting on that panel. Got
this
that.
much dust means no one's been around in a while.
Yep. Where are you hiding? You're hiding somewhere. I'm gonna find you. I'm going to find you. Somewhere there's a star core. Kismet, did you read the terminal at the starport thing? Oh, it went past. Yes, I did. One outside the area, one inside. Kismet, so far, Doctors only pretty much ignores it and gives you the pill that does nothing. Per Cersei, that's totally it. Guess how much I've spent in just that kind of stuff. Different medicines and whatnot over a year and a half. You guys take a guess. Guess how much in the chat. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right up. How depressing. How about we play some Fallout 4, kids? Well, it's not depressing. It is positive. I turned it around into a positive. You got to take that power back. You got to take the power over you. Don't let them have your power. You should smoke some weed, Kismet. Urban Alchemist. No, thank you, bro. No, thank you. But, hey, more power to you. Your thing, your life. You make your choices. Hey, kids, can I see the locations you've discovered if you get a chance? I've discovered them all, JD. Oh, no, Kismet, bacon makes you sick. I know, I love bacon, too. I love bacon. I'm a bacon guy. All right, I'll show you all the places I've discovered. I got the Shovel Museum, Evan's Home. We've got Herbologists. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you guys don't want to know where this is, close your eyes and don't watch all this. Been to the mansion, been to the homestead, been to the junkyard, been to the World Power, and, of course, all of the various areas. And we've finished actually all the zones. We'd finished the actual quest line. We did all of that in there as well. So we're going to keep on going. Now, I'm going to probably give this about another 15 minutes, by the way, and then I'm going to start letting you guys give me some hints. Because I don't like to let it go on too long, especially when I'm streaming it, because this can be very torturous for you guys watching. So I know some of you are like, I know exactly where that is, Kismet. I know exactly where it is, but I like to, you know, I think this is part of the fun. This part of the fun is the adventure of trying to find stuff. I think this is the way out, actually. This seems like a way out. Yep. NukaWorld, yep. Requires Kitty Kingdom Tunnels key. I'm trying to find that place that was way down. There's a place that's way down at the bottom. Oh, forgot that bucket. There's a place way down at the bottom that I might have, because there was so much stuff going on at that time, I might have missed. I'm going to try to find that place. It goes through the wall here. Through the wall. Now, I could very easily go look this up on a video. I could look it up on a wiki. Just like everybody can. You can just Google it and find it. Oh, there's a bear in there. Want that bear. Want that bear. That's the easy way out. You know, don't shortcut yourself. Don't steal away some of the fun. Unless you want to. It's your game. You can do whatever. But don't shortcut yourself out of the enjoyment of the game. That's why I played over 1,450 hours in Fallout 4. Because I don't shortcut myself. I don't go and just look it up. I don't do that stuff. Unless it's getting really annoying. Unless it's like poorly designed and it's taken me 5 hours to figure it out, which it should never do. Then I will go look it up. Or I'll ask you guys to give me some tips. Like right now, I don't know where this star core is. There's nothing that gives me a hint as to where it is. There's no possibility of me to find it in a reasonable amount of time. I could literally do this forever. Then I will ask for tips. We do, yep. Come from right here, bro. Alright, there's a little room down here. Let's see if we got the star core for now. There wasn't even a star core down here. Not even a star core panel. That is a no moss. Bummer. Bummers. Alright, well, I didn't forget it from down here, apparently. Now, normally they're on rides or they're on panels. And I've looked at the different rides. And I'm going to find out probably later that they were all kind of set on certain rides or something like that. Or they're all rides or something. But I find them on different panels throughout the park. And I have not found where this one is. So I'm going to call that done here in the tunnels. There we go. There we go. Oh, I feel like someone's going to drop the dragon hammer. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Feels like it. Let's see. Gotta keep it real. Great name. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Ghost says, I'm with you, Kismet. I don't eat bacon. It's against my religion. Well, hey, you know, more power to you. You know, I don't judge people based on what they eat or what music they listen to or what their background is or what they look like. I mean, what a waste of time that is. I used to when I was young. When I was young, I used to judge people like that. And you know what I did? I grew out of it. Oh, some people never grow out of it. They're like 80 years old, and they're still doing that stuff. They're still judging people harshly, based on who they are, where their background is, all that stuff. Somebody lost their head there. Their head sticking out there and then got it taken off. I've actually been crushed by this before, by the way. Been crushed right there. I'm going back in there. I'm not going out that way. That's the leading to death right there. Boom. All right, so we're walking around. We're trying to find it here. But yeah, I got over that stuff. Over that stuff. Very young, by the way. Very young. I know, we all gamers up in here. It doesn't matter whether you're young, whether you're old, what your background is, who you are. All that stuff is irrelevant. I find the only thing that really matters is how you treat other people. And it really is my responsibility for how I treat people. How other people treat you is their responsibility. So if someone treats you poorly, don't take their negativity and put it on your shoulders. You know what you do? You brush that negativity off. That's what you do. You stay positive. That's their job. Their job to manage themselves. Not your job to convince them not to be negative. Their job to not be negative, right? To not treat you poorly. That's on them. That's not on you. Not your job to teach other people. Unless they're your kids. Your kids you need to teach. But if they're just some random stranger, you know, you should expect them to treat you well. And if they don't, then they're probably not a great person to be around. Because they are constantly being like that. Negativity, dragging you down. Don't keep negative people like that in your life. They will poison everything that you do. They will poison it all. Oh. Run back out this way. Watch this jetpack move. Ha ha ha! Look at that. Sweet. Run back out this way. They're hiding one down the end of the tunnel or something. Hiding one at the end of the tunnel. Kismet around 10K. That is a good guess. 7,500 says Newski. About 5,000 bucks. 5,000 bucks. Wasted of my retirement, by the way. Of my retirement that I saved up, that I spent the entire thing on my doctors, about 5,000 in various medicines that I've tried. Wasted. Wasted. Well, some of it actually worked. Some of it for my allergies and whatnot did work. Also got rid of my carpeting, which does help a lot for allergies, by the way. If you have a lot of allergies and you're constantly wondering why you have so many allergies, I would suggest to look into replacing your carpeting with I went in with hardwood floors on mine, or the cheap hardwood floors, not the expensive ones, the cheaper ones. And boy, man, does that make 100% difference. I mean, 500% difference, actually. Makes a huge difference in my allergies, because I never had allergies. I'm from California. I don't have allergies out there. But you move here to Tennessee, and oh my gosh, it's like the allergy capital of the United States. It took me about 5 years to develop some allergies, but bam, did I have some serious ones now. I get sinus infections. I get, my eyes get watery, all of that same stuff. That happens when you have all sorts of terrible allergies. So, but I did get that under control, which is good. But that's part of all that money I spent. I spent my entire retirement on it because I didn't want to die. Believe me, your retirement is going to do you no good when you're dead. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get this problem solved. Now, I wish I had some of that money back because some of those doctors were completely useless. But it was the commitment to making it happen to get me to where I am now, where I am much healthier than I was before. I eat much better. I look after myself, and I have all the power back for myself. And the doctors have none. They have no power. Their power is to give me suggestions, and my power is to say yes or no to their suggestions. That's where you have all the power. All right, I'm not seeing anything in here. Let's move on. Let's move on. We gave it a shot. All right. Oh, fail. Fail on landing on top of there. All right, now I'm going to let you guys give me a hint. It is now hint time. All right, now you don't be very specific, right? Just tell me where area. For those who are wondering, it's Kiz really streams every single day. Here is his hours. He really streams every day. Well, I don't stream every day. Yeah, that's right. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Did I say every day? I try to get up and try to do my thing every day. There we go. So yeah, 5K. 5K is what it was. At least. Kismet, I had sleep apnea a couple years ago, and when I was working overseas, where the doctor, he said it was because my internal clock was messed up. We're constantly changing my sleep schedule. Ever since then, I've slept when I'm tired and wake up when I'm rested, and haven't found any problems if I try to. You know, that's exactly what I'm doing, Ancient J. is I sleep when I'm tired. Exactly. My doctor actually told me that. My sleep doctor is the only one who's actually a decent doctor, and my main doctor. Those other doctors were useless. My sleep doctor, I went to a neurologist, who's a really great doctor, by the way, really great. We tried different things. We tried the machine. We tried the thing, which cost me $800, and it's like $2,000 for that machine. And we tried all that. It didn't work. And one of the things he says, when you can't sleep, don't lay there and try to sleep. Get up, do whatever you need to do, and then when you're tired, come back, and then you'll sleep. And it works good, but you're still tired. I still haven't got to the point where I'm rested when I sleep, right? Because every minute I wake up and I go back to sleep in my sleep. I've done a bunch of sleep tests too, where they monitor you while you're sleeping. So every minute that I'm awake, or every minute that I'm asleep, not the other minute I wake up, and then I sleep and I'm up, and I sleep and I'm up. So basically, if I sleep for 8 hours, I'm really only getting 4 hours worth of actual sleep. The other 4 hours, I'm actually awake in my sleep, right? I'm not consciously awake, but my body's awake. It's not resting. So that is my issue. That is my issue. Now, they say I should be getting 4 hours of sleep, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like a half hour, because I know what it feels like to sleep, right? You remember what it's like, right? To sleep well. So, again, yeah, it's definitely something to do with sleep schedule. That is a great suggestion, by the way. To keep a very consistent sleep schedule. Except for, I can't keep a consistent sleep schedule because I can't sleep sometimes. So I'm doing the same thing. When I'm tired, I sleep. Like today, I slept for about a couple hours because I had to help my kids this morning. So I had to stay up after the stream, and I wasn't tired at all anyway. And then I helped my kids, and then I was so tired that I fell asleep for a couple hours, and then I woke up, and then I did some more stuff, and then I fell asleep again right before the stream for a few hours, and then here I am. It was like that. That's my day. That's how I do my day. I'm always doing something. All right, so what zone do you think this star core is in? What zone do you think this star core is in? Tell me what zone it is. Do you think it's at the Kitty Kingdom? Did I miss it? Do you think it's at the botting plant? Maybe over here at the Safari Adventure? Dry Rock Gulch. We know there's one in Galactic Zone, but we're going to just exclude that one because I couldn't find the one over there. So we're going to exclude that one. Do you think it's in one of these zones, or do you think it's outside the zone? Do you think it's in somewhere else, right? Maybe at the Angry Anaconda, maybe at the power plant. What do you guys think? What do you think? You think it might be in the Nuka Town? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Might be at Nuka Town? Oh, God, I was never going to find it. I was never going to find it. I don't even think I considered there being one there. Ah, that's why I probably haven't found it. Ah, Bethesda, you're so awesome, but you're so sneaky. Sneaky Bethesda. I was never going to find that. All right, I'm glad I gave up on it. I'm glad I had you guys do it. Now, I haven't totally given up on it. I'm going to go try to find it. Don't tell me exactly where it is. But if it's at the starter area, there we go. Okay, let's go look back there. Let's go look back that way. See, this is what you do. You go a certain amount of time, and then you don't get too obsessed with it. Otherwise, you feel like you wasted 5 hours of your day, right? Just try it a bit. Can't find it, then go on to something else, or do what I did, and I'd say, okay, guys, give me a little hint in the right direction. That's okay. Little hints are okay in the right direction. I just don't like things to be spoiled, right? Especially when, you know, you're watching a stream. If they ask for a hint, give them a very vague hint. Don't say it's over here in this particular building, because that's not fun for the person playing the game. So make sure to be vague, but aim in the right direction. I never finished the story how you actually got into streaming. Oh, sorry, NGJ. So, yes, I was streaming through Justin TV for my members. All my stuff is very member-centric. I think of my members first before anything else. So if I'm thinking of, okay, I'm going to go do this thing, oh, let's get my members involved so they can have benefit of it, right? Like I said, oh, they have this cool new thing called streaming, right? So I said, oh, well, people can see what I'm doing. They can see all my skill rotations, which I'm constantly explaining to my members, right, how to do different classes and play different classes. You can actually see that in my Sage guide, which I'll link that again in my chat, which you can do even better if you know how to do videos like me. Throw that in there. Right there. Boom. And so I made that video, which was really awesome too. So I started streaming, did that, and then I started having so much fun doing Fallout Shelter that I said, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I think I did say that. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what fate is leading to me now. I've been a great graphic designer. I've enjoyed doing it. I've done a lot of other things in my career, which is pretty incredible. Worked with a lot of incredible people. But there's a time where things will try to, you know, fate will kind of give you a little nudge in a certain direction, right? give you a little nudge in that direction, saying, you know what, you might want to try that, right? So I don't turn down fate. If fate tells me give it a shot, I'll give it a shot. Now, is there a chance of failure? Oh yeah, 90% chance. 90% chance of failure on being a streamer. Absolutely. 90% chance of failure on, maybe even 95% chance on a YouTuber, right? 90% chance, easy. Easy 90% chance. But if there's a 10% chance, if there's a 5% chance that it could happen, go for it. Go for it, I say. But of course, it's your life. You have to make your own choices in life. All right, so I almost forgot to be very methodical. All right, so we're going to be methodical here. Let's go to the games, and we're going to be looking for medallions. See, I thought they were all token machines, but they're actually medallion machines. Hiding somewhere. All right, let's go in here. Let's check the NukaCade first. So the starting zone, we are going to try over here. Now, is this a token? That's token. All right. Starting zone. Respawn. Ooh, free stuff. Get on the other side here. Not hiding up in here somewhere. No. Down here. Respawn. No moss. No moss. Tokens, not medallions. More free stuff. Security baton. Combat knife. I looted all this. It respawned. Look at that. Woohoo! More basketballs! Yeah! I don't know where all your basketballs went, bro. I haven't seen them anywhere. Bit of a klepto, I guess. Bit of a klepto in that way. But for me, I gotta loot it, otherwise I don't have oh thanks. Nuka Prize Terminal. Check out the Nuka Prize Terminal. How can I use the Nuka Prize Terminal? Gotta get out my power armor. Maybe it's in the Nuka Prize Terminal. Let's see. Redeem tickets. I have 3,000 tickets in there. Would you like to redeem all of your NukaWorld tickets? Yes. Spend tickets. No, I wanted to spend tickets. I already redeemed it. Prize level 1. Magnet badge, paddle string. I mean, this would be a good place to have it, I guess, in here. Nuka-Cola. Packed chest armor. Mini nukes. Has the operator's left arm, assault rifle. I didn't see it in there. Well, I better look again. I looked pretty quickly there. Let's look one more time. Let's be more thorough. I think I went a little too fast there. Coffee cup, souvenir, paddle, souvenir, souvenir, souvenir. Okay. Just one more time. Souvenir, 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 souvenir. There we go. Okay. Flower bear. Toy car, new color orange. Okay, it's not in there. Not in there. So yeah, that's how I got into it. I started doing Fallout Shelter. I fell in love with doing it. Basically, that's why I built this Overseer's desk, by the way, too, for Fallout Shelter. I got into it. I loved doing it. Really had a lot of fun. Fate kind of gave me a little push in that direction. And then I went to it. I said, you know what? What do I need to do to become a professional gamer? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to become a professional YouTuber? And I made a list of the things that I wanted to do. What are my goals? My goals are to get 100 people watching, 100 people, 100 followers. Start with small goals. It's okay. No, 10 million, you know, start with 100, right? And I also wanted to be partnered with Curse Gaming, right? So I could do videos, right? Then I also wanted to have a lot of awesome people and build up an awesome community of players, much like I do with my team on there. You're casual! Ha ha ha! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Great name, by the way. And I thought, what are my goals? What are my goals that I want to do? And then every day, build toward those goals. Build momentum, by the way. Momentum is more important than actually achieving your goals. Momentum towards your goals is more important. 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, etc. Doesn't matter whether you're trying to be a streamer, whether you're trying to do any other type of work in your life, build momentum. Like in my case, when I became a graphic designer, I woke up every day thinking, I want to be a graphic designer. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I went and did for 25 years. A very long time, by the way. I consider that as quite an amazingly great long career. And that's what I did. So I got up every day and say, how can I be a better graphic designer? Like when I get up every day, how can I be a better streamer, right? And what can I use as inspiration to be better at it, right? To be a better streamer. How to be the best streamer that ever was. Like when you come into my channel, hopefully one day you come in and say, you know what? Yes. Kismet's the best streamer that ever was. Now, not because of arrogance, not because I'm better than everybody else, because I worked harder at it. And I worked and worked and worked and produced the thing that I love to do. And that's the way you become great at something. Now, am I a great streamer? I'm okay right now. I'd say I'm okay. Eventually, am I going to be great? Absolutely. I'm going to work at it every single day. So what I do is I use you guys as my inspiration. Every time someone says something nice, I take that and I put that in the nice things that people say. Then every morning when I get up, I read that. I read some of those, 5, 6 of them every morning. And it says, hey, Kismet, you did really great at this. Or Kismet, I like your stream because you're always just straight up and talk to people right up. You know, you don't sugarcoat stuff. You tell them like it is. If you don't like something, you say what it is. You don't try to BS people. You don't try to lie to people. You don't try to do all of that. You're just totally honest. You're straightforward. Boom. That's what I like about your stream. Kim Alfonso, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. And I do unique stuff like that. Like, you like my Dragon Hammer animation I did? Pretty cool. That was total accident, by the way. Total accident. That's the way creativity happens. So there you go. That's what I suggest. Get up. Do what you love to do every day. If every day you wake up and you say, man, I want to be a writer, that's what you should be. If every day you wake up and you say, I want to be a lawyer or a doctor, whatever it is, whatever you want to be. And you have to work toward that thing. Now, you're going to have to take some crappy jobs, by the way. Defiant, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. You're going to have to take some of those tough jobs along the way, because you still got to pay the bills, right? I had some tough jobs early on, right? Where you were a nobody with a nothing, with no knowledge and no background in whatever you wanted to do. Everybody starts like that, by the way. Everybody does. Everybody starts... Oh, I'm also looting all of this, by the way. Everybody starts that way. You got to start somewhere. And then every day you get a little bit better. You learn more about what you want to do. You try to be better at it. You want to be a better writer? Well, then you learn better grammar. You learn better ways of telling a story. The funny thing about writing, by the way, a little sub thing. Funny thing about writing. Lips is going to do something amazing here in a second. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see what it's going to be. Wait for it. Wait for it. Slow. It's so slow today. Oh, my alerts are so slow. There it is. Lips. There we go. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. That delay is real today. That delay is real. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream, pressing that follow button. Let's show them all some love in the chat, by the way, everybody, for that. We're having a little bit of real talk today while we're looking for these star cores. I cannot find these last 2 star cores. I had to actually buckle down and ask for a hint. And they say it's here in the starting area. So I'm going to look around here in the starting area. And I'm probably going to walk past it about 5 times, which is going to drive everybody crazy, but that's okay. That's the power of being able to play your game however you want. Oh, there's some stuff up there I didn't miss. Funny thing is, I always find when I double back somewhere. Let's go ahead and just save right here too. Can't exit my armor there. Let me go ahead and save real quick. Come on. Save and get rid of my fatigue while I'm at it. So yes, so that's what you want to do. That's what I suggest. Uh-oh, Saltbot got you. Yeah, I did that too. I went postal one night, Dragon. I totally went postal at the end of the stream and started nuking everybody and killing Gage, and I killed everybody until they killed me in there. Sometimes you just got to do that. Sometimes you do it. Your casual says, "Oh, hello, Sister Wolf. Nice to meet you." Oh, that's a great way to come into a chat and say hello. That is a great way. You know what? Since you came into the chat, you were super nice in the chat, and you said hello a great way. Not only am I going to give you some Kiz Caps, but I'm going to give everybody in the stream right now some bonus Kiz Caps, which is my loyalty reward because of you. Because of you were so nice. There you go. And everybody in the chat should show you some love for you giving them some extra Kiz Caps for being awesome, for coming into the stream and being an awesome part of our community. Chewy says, Kismet, you passed it up. Oh, I passed it up. I can't see your health bar. Can't see my health bar. Oh, that's right, because I have that thing down there. Don't worry, it rarely ever goes down. It rarely goes down. I passed it. All right, I'll double back. I'll double back, but I wanted to save, too. All right, so we've saved. Let's double back. Apparently, I was in the right place. I just missed it. I just missed it. Maybe I never discovered the other place in there. Maybe that's what the problem
Coulter
is.
said we'd all have more caps that we knew what to do with. Glad that bastard's dead.
Overburdened. All right, so that limits it down to being in here somewhere. Another room in here, huh? I must have missed that room. I must have missed that room on my first playthrough. That's probably why I missed it. I was never going to find it. I probably would have eventually. I would have went all the way around the outside first, though. All the way around the outside.
Welcome back, boss.
Yeah, there's a door somewhere. I saw that door. Down here. Oh, wow. Yep, never came in here. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. I was not going to find that room. I was not going to find that room. Thanks for the fusion core. All right. I admit it. I was not going to find that room. That would have took incredible amount of hours for me to eventually find this room. Now, why I never opened that door, I have no idea. I think I was so distracted by the games, which is my problem. I've been distracted by video games, which is probably most of your guys' problems too, right? That you're so fixated on the video games that I never thought to open that door. Okay, so we've got our fusion core. Let's go take our star core. Let's go take it and put it into the thing here. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of our stuff while we're at it. That is tricky. That is a tricky spot. I can't believe I never went in there, though. The Pink Ranger! Oh, there's somebody we need to show some love to. Let's get that love train going for Pink Ranger hanging out in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Woo, let's get this streamer going. Feel that love up in here. We found that star core. Thanks to all you guys helping me out. Appreciate it. Let's see that love in the chat, everybody. Only time it's okay to spam my chat is when we do a love train. Let's do a love train for Pink Ranger hanging out. One of my longtime supporters, an awesome person. Show her some love. Thank you, Denver Broncos. Appreciate it. Gonna put that in my nice things that people say. Moldy food. Mmm. Tasty. Dropping all the stuff in the workbench. Look at all that love for you, Pink Ranger. Wow. Massive amount of... Oh, Denver Broncos. Look out. Saltbot got you, bro. Watch out for Saltbot. Don't do too many hearts. That's a whole lot of hearts. There we go. Junto says, Kismet, how do I get Nightbots and mods like yours for chat? You just go to Nightbot. Just search it on Google, Nightbot, and then you tell it what your stream name is. It connects itself to your stream. You then need to mod it in your channel, and then you can control it all through their website at Nightbot. I think Nightbot is pretty awesome. I actually use 3 different bots. I know, crazy, huh? I use Nightbot, I use Wisebot. I also use Revlo, which is pretty awesome. Rewards for the people who hang out in your stream. I would check all of them out. They're really awesome. I really like Revlo. Revlo did a really great job on the stream rewards. Also, those guys are really cool. They retweet me all the time, too, by the way. I'll go in there and say, hey, Revlo, look at this cool graphic I created for my Kiz Caps. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And they'll retweet me on their main tweet, which is pretty cool, on their tweet account. Or Twitter account. Brain. Busted. All right. Let's go ahead and sleep until the daytime. We'll go put this other core in. This other star core. All right. Now I'm done torturing you guys, making me wander all over the place looking for that star core. That would have took me a really long time to circle back to that. I would have went all the way to the other ones first, because not thinking. See, when you're not thinking in that way, see how it actually changed my thinking now. That there could be a star core over here. In the starter area, which I didn't think that maybe there was a star core in the starter area. I thought they were all in the amusement parks, like it says in that terminal, right? But then it says it's outside the galactic zone, which is basically saying that, hey, it's over here at the beginning. So there we go. Good to see. Every time I go onto Twitch, I always check if you're on. If not, leave, get annoyed when you're light up my whole thing day. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Barum. I appreciate that. That is a fantastic compliment. Oh, man. Makes me feel so good. Woo! Get a little emotional there. A little emotional there for a second. I got to think that people who do streams, who do stuff, any profession, they put a lot of time and effort. I'm sure there's something you do that you have passion for, that you love to do, that you love to show to other people. And some people, they'll appreciate your passion, and some people won't, right? But those people who do appreciate that passion, you like those people just a little bit more, don't you? Don't you? I think you do. I think you do, because you connect with them. You have a connection with them now. They like what you do. You like what they do. There's a connection there, right? I find that to be awesome. One of those things where you discover other people who love what you love to do too, right? Because you guys are gamers like me. You guys are hanging out here on Twitch. You must love gaming, or you at least like it. But there you go. I think it's great when you connect great people, and I think that's the magic of Twitch. I think Twitch is so great. It's such a fantastic idea because it takes all the people who love gaming and brings them together, right? Brings them together in a big old community, and you can love Counter-Strike, you can love WoW, you can love whatever you want, but then it's all the gamers together, right? I think that's awesome. I wish I had thought of it. I wish I had thought of it a long time ago, but of course we didn't have the technology to do it back then. You can barely do it now with as many people we're doing it. Many people are streaming right now, but brilliant idea, absolutely brilliant. So big fan of Twitch, obviously. Big fan. Big fan of the idea of Twitch. So, as not also the company too. But really, the idea is what I usually appreciate. As somebody said, you know what? We're gonna get a whole bunch of gamers together, and we're gonna let them stream, and you can get in, you can see what they're up to, you can have fun chatting and doing all sorts of stuff. Maybe while you're playing some Fallout 4, you might be playing some other game. You listen to the stream, have a fun time, hang out with a whole bunch of other awesome people who love games. I mean, hey, what a great idea. Brilliant. How far in the DLC are you? Pretty far, Denver. I'm pretty far. I've finished all the areas. I have finished the main quest line. I actually got to talk to the dude down here about some other next part of it. But I have, now I have 34 out of 35 star cores, which is what my goal was tonight, was to find those last star cores. So I'm going to go ahead and get this star core and put it in there. But I got one more star core to go. Run over there after I drink up some water.
Seems like every time I fix one thing, another thing breaks.
That's life, bro. Try it with kids. You think you have trouble in just regular life of stuff breaking? Wait till you have kids. They break stuff every other day. Break doorknobs, break walls, break the mower, and they weren't even touching it. Just constant stuff of breaking. Toilets breaking,
You really should
sinks breaking,
unless you're a fan.
cars breaking. Like they broke my wife's door to her car the other day. They broke the actual door, the door panel to the car. Now the door is stuck closed. I have to go out there and crowbar out the door. I got to fix the door panel and fix all the stuff. They broke the door on the car. They broke it. Kids, I tell you. I tell you. But you still got to learn. They're going to make mistakes. That's life. That's life. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to learn the hard way. It's going to cost you a lot of money, by the way. Not only to feed those kids, you got to think that your parents probably spent $500,000 or more on you as you grew up. $500,000 to clothe you, to feed you, energy, power, your house, where you sleep, your schooling, all of that stuff. That is a lot of time, effort, and money that they have put into raising you. So appreciate them a little bit. Call them once in a while. Send them a Christmas card, whatever you got to do. Appreciate your parents because they put a lot of time and effort into you to raise you. You'll find out when you're a parent. You'll find out. All right, let's put our other fusion core or other star core in here. I'm going to put this one up here. No, right here. Put it right here. Finish repairing the mainframe. 34 of 35. All right. So there we go. Let's go ahead and read what to do. All right. One total of 1 other star cores are in the Galaxy Zone grounds. All right. They're right here. Now, there's something that was telling us about how to do this. Operating instructions. The system telemetry for the automated robot control, blah, 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 is built on a series of highly redundant interchangeable telemetries. In the event of star cores, limited is at least 1 star core is present. Okay, 1 star core is present. Act as a replacement, a series of emergency protocols to unlock, blah, 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 blah. So I remember them talking about how many star cores you need for stuff. Can we turn the power on yet or no? Now, I've already read this before. I'm trying to just scan through it and try to find... Yeah, see. There's something that tells me how many cores I need for different things. As cores are replaced, a series of emergency protocols will be unlocked as computing resources permit, allowing the user to react to urgent problems until full functioning can be restored. For additional sales, I can't remember where it was. View Star Core Network. See, there was something that told me, okay, if you have this many star cores, this happens. I wonder if I can turn the power on now or not. Kiz, this last star core is what I'm needing as well, says Nushki. Kismet, what are you going to do about the raiders? I might kill them all. I went postal on them the other day and I was killing a whole bunch of them. But then I restored my game. There you go. Hey, it's Tank Shield, everybody. Show Tank Shield some love in the chat. Been here a while. Actually keep creeping the Kismet. I've been creeping in the channel. No problem, Tank Shield. You can come by anytime, buddy. Good to see you. It's like a Kismet chat reunion. I know, huh, Nushki? A lot of awesome people in the chat today. Do you want a hint on the last star core? Because, I mean, you will never... if I can't find that one, you think I'm never going to find the next one? You guys think I need a hint? I might take a small hint. Because if it's going to be harder than the one I just did, then that's going to be super hard. Super hard to find. All right, for the sake of the stream, I will take one hint. Just tell me, do I have to have the power on first before I can get the other star core? That's the question I want to know. That's the answer I want to know. Because that's something that Bethesda would do. Bethesda would screw you over, and you would look for that other star core for like 10 hours. But that's a good thing, by the way. It's a good thing that they do that. I'm not bashing on Bethesda. But just to make it rough on you guys, do I have to do the power first? I have to do the main quest line before accessing the star core. Now, I thought I finished the main quest line. I'm going to go look at my quest. Let's see. Right here. Talk to Frinsk and talk to Shank. So I got to talk to Shank first before I can get that other fusion core? Yes, you have to have the power on. Alright, so I probably got to finish the main storyline. Then the dude gives me one, and then I do it and I turn the power on. Right? Or I have to turn the power on. Well, what if he gives me the key? Duh. I just dawned on me. I bet you he gives me the key. That's where I get the key from. Okay, let's try it. Spoiler alert, by the way, up in here. Total spoiler alert.
So, this is what they thought the future looked like.
How do I get out of this place? This way.
Say they missed the mark.
I don't go out the other way everybody else goes. I go the Kismet way. Jetpack. Where's my mountain? Right there. Okay, so I gotta go finish the thing, huh? Boom! Landed it. Can we bet our caps if you'll find it on your own or not? Well, no, I just got a hint, so it wouldn't be fair now if I got a hint. If I could find it on my own, then I think. You have to turn the power on in NukaWorld first. I think you need a hint. Okay, thank you, Nooshki. Drag and ignore my comments. Oh, that's you said that earlier. Okay. And then Kismet, you need to complete the main quest line before the star cores. Have to have the power on. You need to finish the main quest line. Okay. How do you get the jetpack on your power armor? Great question, Denver Broncos. You have to mod it on there. You have to have certain perks. You need to have the armorer perk to do that, so you can have the rank 4 mods, which basically allows you to mod your armor with the jetpack. Now, it's not a third-party mod. It's a built-in mod from the vanilla version, the very start version of Fallout 4. So even without any mods or expansions or any of that stuff, you can totally get the jetpack just from going into the armor workstation, editing that your main chest piece, and you're good. Okay, where the heck am I going? Going the wrong way. Where I'm going. Grab some hub flowers while I'm going the wrong way, at least. Burn some fusion cores up in here. Alright, so we got to finish the main quest line, so I guess I got to go talk to this dude back here. That would be funny. See, they're trying to get the power thing back online again. And then you sit here and you wander and looking for that last fusion core for days. And then you're like, can't find it, screw it, I'm just going to do my quest line. And then the dude gives you the key. I bet you that's what it's going to be, something like that. Something like that. Then I bet it's going to be something like that. So thanks to everybody for the hints. I will not torture you guys for the next 10 hours just wandering around. See, now I'm okay with this kind of stuff. Normally, though, if I wasn't on stream, I would do that for 10 hours, by the way. I would just totally just keep looking and looking and looking and looking until I found it. But on the stream, I don't like to torture you guys. I like to kind of push forward a little bit. I'm going through withdrawals, not being able to build anything. That's my main thing. Now, see, this guy, the reason why I don't want to talk to him is I think he's going to want me to go raid different places, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to raid my own settlements. But we'll go talk to him anyway. All right, let's talk to the dude.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and NukaWorld's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there.
That ain't
So
ever
I'll
gonna
provide
happen.
you with guidance on the places we
That
can
ain't
hit
ever gonna happen on
and
my
the
watch.
places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That ain't ever gonna happen.
That was
bro.
all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Absolutely not. Don't want to hurt people, bro.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Maybe later.
Let's discuss this later.
Up
Bring
to
him
you,
along.
boss. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, so do I have to do that to start the power? You can tell me that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to attack my own settlements. So I got to talk to Frisch too. What's Frisch all about? Oop. Ah. Show summary. Someone else has entered the gauntlet. I need to talk to Frisch to find out what happens next. There's another quest path. The one where the guy's talking over there? Well, let's go talk to the guy in the thing.
Market's been really busy lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open season on these raiders in a minute. I mean, it's taking all I can do to not kill every one of these raiders. Because they're despicable people. They prey on other weaker people, right? That's what they want to do. They want to prey on the weaker people in the wasteland. Now, of course, your game, you can do whatever you want. But in my game, I'm not going to have these people prey on the weaker people in the wasteland that I just spent 1,450 hours building up their settlements to defend against these people who prey on the weaker people. Right? Right. Yeah. So I'm at the point of no return now. I'm at the decision point. All right. So I've got to go open season, or I've got to talk to Shank. Well, let's go do this one while we're deciding. So we got to go back this way. While we're deciding, let's go that. That's never gonna happen. Not in my game. Never gonna happen where I let these people prey on the weak. Of course, you guys can try it. Go for it. That's the way I play. I believe in the hero, the good guy. The good guy that does not do that. Shoot him in the face! Exactly! I was doing a little practice of shooting him in the face before. I'm gonna go shoot him in the face here in a minute. Of course, I'm gonna lose Gage. I'm gonna have to get somebody else to come over here and help me. I'm gonna have to get rid of Gage and send him somewhere else. Probably. Alright, who come into the gauntlet here? Talk to Frisk. Who the heck is Frisk? Huh. There's a gauntlet over there. What's he doing way over there? Gotta go talk to him over this way. Cage. Companions always running into you all the time. Running into you and then like you're firing and then they like their head stepping in front of you all the time. I know, I already did that earlier, Deadpool. I went and I was testing out that nuke that I got. The NukaNuke. And I was like, just try it out, you know, because I could restore my game. So I'm like, boom, and I shot it down there, and then Gage started shooting me. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no, that's not how you do it. You start shooting me, that's it. Everybody in here is going to die. So then I went totally postal on the whole place, started killing everybody. But they did kill me a couple times, by the way, because I'm in survival mode. There ain't no, you take too many people on, you're going to die. All right, so this guy's back this way.
Mason tarred and feathered the last alphas.
He is this way.
Only one gang you ought to be backing around here.
Oh, you see what's happening right there? That's Bethesda trying to put me back to where that other star core is. See that? They were actually trying to guide me to where the last star core were. If I had followed that quest line, I might have found that star core in there. See? That's what you do. Great game design, by the way. See? Look, they were trying to aim me over here to this particular area. That's brilliant. That is brilliant quest design.
Have at it.
I heard you were looking for me.
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
What happens if I choose to fight?
All you need to do is gear up and head for the arena. Bring whatever weapons and armor you want. Then we open up the door to the gauntlet and let in whatever dumbass scaver Mark fell into the trap. After that, playtime. So what's the call, boss? You gonna give us a show or what?
There's not gonna be a fight. Set them free.
Damn, really? Well, you're the boss. Won't pretend I'm not disappointed, though.
Immoral combat. Ah. Ah. Let him go. Yeah, you make your decisions, you live with them. You know what? I had a thought there, though, that a really messed up thing to do would be like Piper or somebody gets stuck in there, and then you end up having to fight one of your own companions. That would have been a really messed up storyline. You trying to get past the Kismet kill box was impossible. I could not destroy them permanently. Yep, the Kismet kill box. That would be my own invention. Would be a terrible thing to go up against. I have to raid my own settlements. That's not how I like to play. Now again, if it's your style of play, go for it. More power to you. More power to you. All right, so I have to choose. And before you choose,
in charge. If it were up to me,
I was thinking this guy here would have the key.
Hey there.
If Lizzie asked you to volunteer for one of her tests, don't. Was on sentry duty the other night. Spotted a pair of disciples eating God. I hope it was a rat stag.
Let's go save. In case we gotta redo. Alright, so this is what happens in this game is you have decision points where you have to choose. And then there's no coming back from that choice. So, I've already made up my choice. You guys probably already know what it is. Why didn't my rampage killing count in your death counter? Because I restored my game. Because I only did it as a thing. I didn't actually do it as part of the game. I only put the things there as I usually do part of the game. Now, I'm probably going to die a lot right now, and that's going to count.
Well, that ought to make things more interesting.
All right, bro.
Hey.
What's up, boss? You okay, boss?
Never mind.
That's all.
Yeah, all right.
Hey.
Need some from me?
No, he's got a mohawk. Haha, I didn't know that.
Hey.
Yeah. What's anything I can do for you, boss?
Yeah, bro.
Nothing else for now.
Yeah, all right.
Why can't I dismiss him?
Heads up.
What you need?
Can I say dismiss?
Look alive, Gage.
Just not seeing it.
I'm here if you need me.
Dismiss. Oh,
You
there
should
it is.
head back.
Yeah. Suppose I need a break from actually having a good time anyway. You know where to find me.
Oh, I can't tell him where to go.
Need something, boss?
I want to trade a few things.
I can't
Sure
tell him
thing.
where to go. Oh, I'm going to lose my buddy. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer, bro. Sorry to hear that, bro. You were a good friend. But you prey on the weak. You are weak for preying on the weak. The strong would defend the weak. The weak only prey on the weak. That's the way I look at it anyway. All right. So I got all his stuff back because I'm not going to let him have my Gatling laser and shoot me with it. Because I already learned the lesson of that before. I actually gave him my Gatling laser fusion core and he killed me with it. My own stuff I gave him. What's up, Undead Red? Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Crazy. There we go. You should do a vote to whom bring with you to take on the Raiders. I vote Preston. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Let's do a contest here. On actually, what I'll do is I'll let you guys. I'll take a break. While I'm on the break, I'm going to go ahead and do that contest. I'll set it for like 5 minutes. And we'll do the contest and let you guys choose who I want to take with me. That is a brilliant idea. All right, let me go ahead and set up one here. All right, let me add a whole bunch of options here. All right, so of course, got Piper, we got Kate, we've got Cogsworth. Actually, it's not Cogsworth, it's Codsworth. I was like, must be spelling that wrong. Where'd it go? Boom, right here. Codsworth. And let's see. Oh, I got an infection. All right, so Piper, Kate, Cogsworth. We're just going to take Ada. Trying to think of who else. Who else do I got? I got Nick. I can't take Gage because Gage will just turn on me and he'll be invulnerable. By the way, if I shoot him while he's a companion, he just never dies. And so I have to dismiss him. And he'll probably go post, so I have to kill him, which I don't really want to do. I actually kind of like Gage, but he does have a foul mouth, so I won't have to listen to him yelling obscenities the whole time. Who else we got? Dog Meat, that's right, Dog Meat. We don't want to forget my buddy Dog Meat. Let's see. I got my buddy Preston. Got him. I don't think I've unlocked. I'm trying to remember who I've unlocked. I don't think I've unlocked Strong, and I haven't unlocked McCready. I don't think I did. I think that's good enough. That's good enough. All right. So it's going to be A through G when you bet, by the way. So it's going to be bet A, which will be Piper, bet B, which will be Kate. It'll show you all that in the chat. I'm also going to do the overlay. Let me get my overlay ready for that so you guys can see the overlay. Overlay. Now it's going to only show you the first... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do the overlay so that you can't see... Oh, yeah, I'll just do it the overlay. What the heck? It's only going to show us the first two options, though, in the overlay. So there'll be more options than just the very first options. All right, so 5 minutes. We'll put that same description in there. You can bet up to 1,000 Kiz caps. Wish I showed you more than just 2. That kind of sucks. I'll show you a whole bunch of them. And actually, let's set it for 10 minutes. Let's set it for 10 minutes. This is why you guys have plenty of time. All right. Start. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and turn my overlay on. And you'll see it pop up here in the chat. Revlo. Right there. Boop. Okay. Now, see, it only shows Kate and Piper, but there's a whole bunch of more that you can do, which is, I think, might going to skew it. I don't know. But if you want to vote somebody else, vote somebody else. You can vote A is Piper, B Kate, C Cogsworth, D Ada, E Nick, F Dogmeat, and G Preston. All right. So there you go. Vote away. And I'm going to go ahead and go on a little thing here. I'm going to play some music while I'm AFK. There we go. And I will be right back. Activate Stealth Boy.